Mics are hot.
Hot
And we're
mic.
live before anyone can say anything awful.
If you know, you know.
Welcome to Tal'Dorei World in Chaos, where everything is bad all the time. I am your dungeon. That was accurate, right? That was
pretty much.
That
Yeah.
was pretty fucking
Yeah.
accurate. I am your dungeon master, Brian Penaloza. With me today are 6 of my favorite people to play D&D with. As always, we are sponsored by SoNerdwear.com. It's what the nerds wear. Make sure to go SoNerdwear.com. Use the discount code SoulBear. Get yourself 10% off your order of everything nerdy and fucking awesome.
Robert covers up.
Oh, God. All right, so picking up from last session, you guys were in dire straits as the essence of chaos was gathered before the great green dragon Pigoran, as she was about to exhale her deadly breath all over them. And just as she was about to
Sorry.
That couldn't have been better timed. Oh my god.
It was an inhale one. I had no control. I was just breathing. I ate too fast.
So as Pigoran was about to do that to them, Reyna yelled, "Wait!" And just the gall of such a small inferior creature asking this great dragon to wait kind of actually piqued her interest. And from there, Kalashad took it and was able to make a deal. The deal was you guys, the Essence of Chaos would get the mace, the Holy Mace of Undying or Undead Bane, and be allowed to leave intact. However, the dragon did have one addendum to this deal, and that is that somebody had to stay behind as insurance in case you guys failed in your quest to kill Angelique, the Chaos Dragon. After a very intense discussion amongst you all, Abigail managed to convince you guys that it was best for her to stay behind, and that you all were going to be the ones to save the realm if anybody was going to. And after a very tearful goodbye, she stayed behind with Angelique, Kalashah managing to convince the dragon not to kill her unless you guys failed. With that, you were able to get Kikir and his family out and make your way to a refugee camp where everybody who was in Kaimal, as everything was being destroyed, managed to hide out. They told you about some great beasts that were lurking in the forest and eating their people as they were going out to go hunting. And eventually you managed to track down two large T-Rexes, creatures the likes of which you have never seen before. As the battle raged, Garen, using his intelligence, which is higher than all of yours, managed to banish them back to their own plane of existence. You guys realized that if there were two of them and they were known to be mating, there was probably going to be a nest and eggs. And you guys tracked to the nest, found the one lonely egg. Sylvia did everything in her power to try to bring the egg back, including levitating 30 feet up, but eventually Siegfried commanded her to drop it. And on a failed wisdom save, Sylvia did just that. The small creature in the egg, gasping its one and only breath on the plane of existence.
You're a monster.
Death rattle.
Wow.
This literally happened. I'm just recapping the episode.
Yeah, just.
Ah.
I mean, if you wanted to just, you can replay. Last time. Just run the replay. We don't even need to be here.
Last time on World in Chaos.
Oh my god, I can do that voice. I do the announcer voice really well. Anyway, so you guys made your way back to the refugee camp and just exhausted after such a harrowing day, called it a night. And that's where we pick up in the morning as you guys are getting your shit together to leave and head towards Iman.
Okay, so we long rest.
Yeah, you guys long rest.
Oh, thank God. I used all my spell slots trying to save that egg.
Divine intervention, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nope. 87.
So you reach out to the Raven Queen and you begin a prayer and asking for her aid. And due to the lack of specificity with the aid that you were requesting, she kind of didn't ignore you. She just didn't understand really what you were trying to...
She doesn't answer booty calls.
Wow.
No, I was going to do it because I wanted to be like, hey, can you get us Whisper back?
I've already asked.
Well, I asked again.
All you heard in your head
Children
was...
asking.
Yeah.
All you heard in your head was new prayer, who dis?
Yeah. It's okay.
Number.
Wouldn't it be new plane?
Don't
Like-
test me, Sylvia. I'll kill another fucking T-Rex. I'll do it, damn it. I'll make them go extinct.
Again at the next long rest.
Hey, to be fair, the dinosaurs pissed off a DM because rocks fell and they all died. That's how the dinosaurs went extinct.
Ah, got it.
Oh, haha.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was probably more complicated than that, but
Nah.
Absolutely
Too
not.
soon. Too soon.
Anyway, so
The dinosaurs played humans in offices.
that is a great comic, by the way. Anyway, so it's morning. You guys are long rested. What are you guys gonna do?
I believe we actually had a new destination, which was not that.
You guys, I had a dream we're supposed to go to Amman.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Doesn't it require you to sleep to dream?
No. Trick question. Yes. No. Meditation.
You can daydream. It's a thing.
I daydreamed we need to go to Amman.
You guys want to go for a run?
Pretty sure that's what we discussed anyway.
So we had to Iman, yes?
Really fast, maybe.
At a normal pace, I think.
Yeah, regular pace.
yeah, we've been, yeah.
Should we probably discuss first what we're doing there once we get there, just to make sure we're all on the same page?
There's a wizard there,
Yes.
and we need his help.
Stealth.
With what?
Stealthiness.
Getting
With dragons?
Garen's memories back.
That too. That's like a side thing, though.
That's not a super important aspect of all this, is it?
For us, as I look at Garen, like, dead in the eyes, it's very important.
I'm taking notes of this encounter. Very good material. Also, I think the wizard knows more about the dragons and vestiges.
The vestiges.
Well, we know where one is, but the question, what remains is that I know where it is, so we would have to go back to the Feywild for it. So,
Back to
What?
Feywild for what?
Back to the
because
Feywild.
Singorn is in the Feywild, and that wand is in Singorn.
I don't want to go back.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Singorn's a place. It's not a people.
How do you know that Singorn's gone somewhere?
Because we talked to the rebel guy about it, and they do that
Okay. How do you know that it went to the Feywild?
because that's where it goes. It only goes to one place.
Okay. And how do you know where it goes? Like, I don't know that it goes to the Feywild.
Because I told you that I'm from there,
Okay.
hence I would know. We remember how we talked about how Reyna has been to the Feywild. Everyone remember?
No.
I bet you the wizard knows.
Not everyone remember. No.
That's unfortunate, but yes.
Well, before we went to the Feywild, I remember that you had been to the Feywild. While in the Feywild, I don't remember any of that.
I'm just gonna throw this out here. I'm never going back to the Feywild ever.
Guys, we never went. We took a nap by the tree.
And then when we
Nice.
woke up, everything was dead and the world was taken over by dragons. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly how it happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
We took a 4-year nap, Mitts.
You guys are starting to make more sense.
Sounds like we do not have much option. Eventually, we will need to go to Feywilds.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Amon. Let's go.
Not a
Okay.
bad tune.
So just to clarify, we're going to Amon to talk to the wizard. One about getting memories back. Two about getting to the Feywild. Or to Sangorn specifically, wherever it may be.
And if he knows about any super cool weapons that, like people who punch things could use.
We just need information. We need to know what Angelique is doing, where she is, what the rest of the dragons are doing.
And he lives in the sewer?
Ew.
I don't want to go back to the sewer.
I think everybody's living underground at this point.
I feel like there was something we're missing.
I'm sure there's a lot we're missing. But we can at least, when we go on our way to Amon, we can follow the red ribbons and daggers through the trees to get where the resistance is, and maybe they can tell us more once we get there.
Are you sure they weren't yellow?
Yellow was to Kaimel.
Um,
Red was to Amon.
What
Well,
about blue ones?
we better get
Look.
going.
Now I'm afraid. Let me double check my note.
Yeah.
I was making a reference to the yellow brick road. It's okay.
No, I'm actually paranoid now. Fine.
Okay, so your guys' plan is to head to Amon from here?
Yes, please.
Okie dokie.
Nope, I lied. That's backwards. Red to Kaimel, yellow to Amon. I was backwards.
I'm just psychic.
Okay, so with that, you guys head out of the ruins, and you can see that there's kind of like a flat like plains area before you, and behind you is a dense forest. As you look behind you, you do see a red ribbon stabbed into one of the trees. Or sorry, a yellow ribbon. Well, there's a red one too, but
I was going to say, good
Technically.
thing we're following the yellow ones. I don't know where they are.
Follow the yellow ribbon path.
I'll
Sure.
scout ahead.
you're scouting ahead, Mitts?
Yeah, I'm gonna scout ahead.
Okay. Are you being sneaky about it, or
Absolutely.
okay? Go ahead and roll stealth.
Yo, that's a lot. That's 24.
Okay. So are you going in the trees? Are you going on the ground? How are you doing this? I know you typically stick to the trees.
I was gonna go in the trees. Yeah.
Okay. So as you're kind of leaping branch to branch in the trees, you don't see anything living, but every so often you do see an emaciated corpse. It looks like it is asphyxiated on something. You don't see any like wounds or anything like that. You do see. Actually, go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
I was gonna say the first one I would have let past, and then the second one I saw that was just like that, I would have like let the party catch up to me, and I would have told them what I've been seeing.
Okay.
Because like coincidence, I think not.
All right. So you guys come across the first corpse as well. Eventually, Mitz is a little bit ahead of you. And as you guys kind of continue forward, you see Mitz standing near a second body.
What check did you want me to roll again?
A nature check.
Why are their bodies?
Or sorry, not nature. Medicine. It was medicine.
Oh fuck! Wow, surprisingly I'm better than that. 16.
16. Okay. So the corpse itself, it definitely has no. It wasn't killed by battle or anything like that. It looks like it's suffocated. There are like wounds about the body, but you could tell it's probably just from animals picking at the corpse.
This fitting's been dead a while, guys. It looks like it choked on something.
Choked.
Yeah, there's nothing in its airway. And I like open its mouth and look in there.
Yeah, there's nothing in the airway.
Mitts, don't do that. So gross.
I start talking with the. What do you mean?
That is so just not okay, Mitts. I don't know who taught you this, but
I
this
start
is...
mimicking Sylvia with the creature's mouth.
Ew! Stop! Don't do that.
Okay. Great.
So, everybody could breathe okay?
Yeah. Whatever.
I mean,
whatever killed this guy, it doesn't seem to be around anymore. This corpse is old. It's an older corpse.
I'm gonna start patting down the body, looking
Can
for
I
objects.
determine roundabout how long the body's been here?
Yeah. Kalasha, you roll investigation. Siegfried, you go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Investigation.
Ooh, not
breathing.
got a good old 9 on that one.
9.
17.
Okay, so Siegfried, as you kind of examine the corpse, it's difficult to say. You can't narrow it down a whole lot, but you could tell it's at least a week old. Kalasha, rummaging through the pockets, you find a golden locket.
Is it like one that opens?
Yeah, it opens. Goddamn computer.
Did Brian freeze? Oh.
No, yeah, I did. My connection went unstable for a second. I
We didn't know what to
apologize.
do.
God is gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, the locket does open.
Is it? She used Eldritch Sight on it. Does it light magic?
No, it's not magic.
I'm gonna
It's not
open it
glowing.
up and look at it.
Inside, you find a very small, rolled up piece of paper.
Are we still frozen on the screen?
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna unroll the piece of paper.
Okay. So you see a short note. It's written in common. It says, "My dearest Bethany, I have failed you if this note has reached you. I pray that you're taking care of Jonathan and that he's doing well. All my love, William."
Oh boy.
What does this say? What does this say?
William done fucked up, and Bethany's taking care of Jonathan now.
But I'm pretty sure this is Bethany.
No, this corpse is alone. Like the other corpse was a ways back, and it was another
Okay.
male corpse.
Oh, okay.
Do you
So
think Bethany is in Amon?
we'll certainly look for Bethany when we're there. I'm gonna take the note and I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
Let's see.
Bill was a great man.
Did you want to
He
speak
was a
to
father,
him?
a husband.
We can talk to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Of course.
forgot you can do that.
Yes.
Wait. You're not going to do the thing Mitts did, are you?
No.
Okay. Just making
gonna-
sure.
He's
Because I
gonna
don't
do
think
that with magic.
All right, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Before let's do a perimeter check real quick, see if anything's nearby, then we can do it. Just want to be safe.
Okay.
Ooh, actually.
That's my Eldritch Sight.
Do you have it prepared, Siegfried?
You should have it prepared all.
I do.
Not-
I actually don't know if it's prepared at all times.
I don't think it is. No.
Let's see.
Not for grave.
No.
It's a 3rd level.
Because I've never casted it.
Okay. So, because it only speaks to me, right?
Yeah.
So basically,
Well,
you
it-
ask it questions, it answers you.
Yeah, it'll answer you. It speaks out loud. Everyone can hear it.
Right.
You just have to be the one to ask the questions.
Okay. So, what will first question be?
Who are you?
He's William.
We think.
So I will ask, are you William?
And then how did you die?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
I guess.
what killed you?
What was your last memory?
No, Kalisha, that's such a bad one.
You're such a bad one.
We talked about this already.
I
I'm not
cast
evil.
speak with dead.
Okay. So as you kneel by the corpse and place your hand upon his chest, you could feel the power of the Raven Queen pulsing through you, and with every beat of your heart, you can feel it thumping into his chest before finally.
What is your name?
William Thompson.
It's him.
How did you die?
Big green dragon breath.
Oh, poison. Cool.
Any further questions?
Where were you going?
What was your destination?
I was trying to escape to Iman.
What's in Amon for you?
Is there a safe place in Iman?
Resistance.
That was what, 4?
Mm-hmm. One more.
Is Bethany there?
No, Mitch. Shh. No, we don't.
So, well, I'm not asking him. So we can establish he was part of the resistance, yes? Same as
Ask if there's anything he wants us to tell Bethany if we come across her.
should we find Bethany? Is there anything other than this note you would like us to tell her?
Tell her I failed the mage's quest, and I'm sorry, and I love her.
Man, I really wish we knew about the mage's quest before the spell ended.
And with that, his chest
Right.
stops, and you see just dust come forth from his lips.
Well, it would not be speak with dead spell unless we walked away with more questions.
Fair point.
Well, now we have another question to ask the wizard when we get to Amon.
It might be who he's talking about.
Is he a wizard or is he a
That's what I'm
mage?
saying. We can ask him what his quest is.
We'll probably have to do it before we get anything out of him.
Did anyone get his name?
William.
No, not the dead guy. The wizard mage.
No,
The mage.
we
Nope.
don't know the name of the wizard in Amon. The resistance couldn't tell us that.
Just a wizard.
The wonderful wizard of Amon.
Nice ring to it.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about the green dragon.
For now.
For time being, yes.
Yeah, until she freaking changes her mind. Let's go.
How far are we from Amon from here? Can I tell?
From here, roll a survival check.
Hee hee hee.
Kelisha, you are keeping note.
Dirty 20?
The dirty 20, it's hard to say exactly because you're not sure how deep into the Ivy Heart thicket you are, but roughly 3 to 5 days is about as close as you can narrow it down.
Rawr.
Well, if we keep following the ribbon, we should be able to make our way there within the next few days.
Just take.
Let's keep going.
Bad we don't have horses.
Yes, I'm just taking notes.
Horses are more notable, even if it gets us there faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't even remember the last time I saw a horse.
Well, I wish we had them.
I'm way faster than a horse.
We'll be
Yes,
fine.
but we can't ride you.
True. Wait. Carmen, do you know any spells to make me huge?
Yeah.
No.
Just, you could just polymorph him into a horse.
Yeah.
No, just polymorph me into a
Let's-
giant me.
Let's not waste that though. Let's just keep going on foot. We're less noticeable that way.
Exactly. We'll save T-Rex for later.
You could turn me into one of those things.
I would be good if we never saw one of those again.
Yeah.
You mean baby armosauruses?
Right. Baby Armosauruses.
Baby cake on the ground. Let's keep going.
No, but that was the canon name we decided. Baby Armosauruses.
That should be a T-shirt.
The canonical
Yeah.
name was Little Armosauruses.
Was it
little
Little
armor.
Armosauruses? Okay.
That's what I
that-
had in my notes.
That's one of my few notes that I've taken in this campaign.
I know I wrote it down, but I can't find my notebook. So, well,
Alright.
which notebook? That's the thing.
Alrighty, so you guys are continuing on.
Mm-hmm.
Moving forward.
I guess I'm still gonna scout ahead.
Okay, Mitz, go ahead and roll another stealth check.
Another 24.
Okay. And go ahead and roll me a perception check.
25.
25. Okay. So you guys continue traveling through the day, and Mitz keeps an eye up ahead, spotting for any yellow ribbon that he finds. You guys got me all fucking topsy-turvy with that now.
Sorry.
But eventually it does grow dark, and you guys almost make your way out of the Ivy Heart Thicket. You guys start to see off in the distance kind of a flatter terrain and the Silver Cut roadway. There's like some rolling like hills and things of that nature, and some brush, but you can choose to either continue through the night or call it a rest here.
We should camp in the trees.
Oh,
No,
Hmm.
sleeping in a tree.
Exhausting ourselves isn't worth it. We should make camp.
Yeah, I know. That's
Oh yeah, I forgot about Carmen's cuddle puddle. We don't need to camp in trees.
we need
This is
to.
what we're calling it now.
The cuddle puddle. Yes. That's what we call it.
It's like summer camp.
Right. I don't know what that is. You would never want to go to a hobgoblin summer camp.
Isn't that just death and destruction?
It's basically a slave labor camp.
That too.
Anyway, I will cast my spell and you guys, I don't know, do the things you do.
Okay,
I call Big Spoon.
All right. Fair enough.
Kalshal, will you play a song?
Yeah. I can. What are you in the mood for?
I don't know, something inspiring.
And quiet so we don't draw attention to ourselves.
Oh,
Aren't we in a hut? Does the sound go out of the hut?
That's a good question about that.
Question. Well, let me look it up. I don't know about sound. Where's the hut? Here's the hut. The dome. No spells. Don't really say about sound.
If it doesn't specifically say that you can't hear the sound coming out of it, then I would say you probably can hear the sound coming out of it.
Yeah, because it just says like creatures and objects are barred from passing through it, and spells and other effects can't extend through it.
I wish Mage was here. This would be something Mage would know.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say you
Yeah.
can be heard from inside the hut.
Anyway, so instead of playing my bagpipes like I'm sure that Mitz wants,
Damn.
I will instead sing
Okay.
a very soft song.
Huh.
Wherever, whenever we're meant to be together, I'll be there and you'll be here. And that's the deal, my dear. They're over, here under. You'll never have to wonder. We can always play by ear. That's the deal, my dear.
It's beautiful.
God, I just pictured Kalisha in tight leather pants shaking his hips like a motherfucker.
Whipping his hair around and shit.
Yeah.
It's not the singing that gets us caught, it's those tight ass leather pants.
You know, bards will
okay.
bard.
Oh my god. Okay, so was there anything anybody else wanted to do?
I guess I'll write in my book.
Okay.
I will BRB.
No problem. Go ahead and roll a charisma check. It's just straight charisma.
Dope. $19.
19. Okay, so with a 19, yeah, you're on fire tonight, and I'd say you get about halfway into chapter 6
Holy shit. Okay.
before you start to kind of not run out of ideas, but you're the vision of what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
You kind of lose it a little bit.
Okay.
Sylvia,
Yes, Mitz.
what have you named your book?
Let's see. I have named it 50 Shades of Garen.
I forgot. This is beautiful.
I didn't know that. I don't know why I didn't know that. I feel like I should have known that.
I honestly forgot. I thought I was coming up with terrible names in my head.
I can't react to that right now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. See you later. Mitz like crawls into Siegfried's armor and does the little circle and then goes to bed.
Also, Mitz, this book is not PG. Don't read it.
I can't read.
Siegfried will probably like this book.
I saw his other book. The pictures in it were weird.
Please do not look through my things.
Okay, fine.
He's a
And
cat. He's curious. You know.
that is a fair point, yes.
Those people were wrestling so weird.
Wrestling, yes.
Yes. Wrestling.
It's long tradition to wrestle. When you are old enough.
I've been wrestling forever.
Yeah, but not with anybody insignificant, you know. You'll get there, kid.
You saying you want a challenge?
No. God, no.
He only wrestles with me.
Oh, no. Mitz cries himself to sleep.
I'm trying to work.
Me too.
Okay, was there anything else? Anything anybody else wanted to do?
Nah, just gonna be revisiting my notes and damn, I wish I had send message prepared, but I don't. Oh well, there's tomorrow when I can just change my fucking spells.
Right?
Absolutely, positively.
So we are
Positively.
estimating roughly several more days on this trip.
2 to 4 more days.
Okay, that will help me prepare my spells. Because
Hopefully I can be more accurate the closer we get, but we'll see.
Wow. Talk about shade.
Parsi knew about the mage, right?
She might. I don't think we asked her about it, though.
Yeah, you guys did not ask her.
Oh.
Perhaps we can.
Oh. Right.
Okay. Was there anything else anybody wanted to do?
I don't think so. There was what did I? No, I don't think so.
Okay. So I'm assuming Sylvia's taking first watch because she doesn't have to sleep.
Yes. I'm detailing exactly what's in each chapter right now.
And I'll take second watch when I wake up.
Okay. Sylvia,
Yes.
as you're reading through or reading, kind of proofreading what you wrote down, and you're kind of staring off in the distance trying to get ideas for what you're going to write next.
Uh-huh.
Everything around you starts to swirl, and I need everybody to take your headphones off except for Sylvia.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Rip.
Am I drunk again?
Nope. Okay, Sylvia.
Okay.
The world around you begins to spin, and where lately you've been used to being brought to a dark chamber to speak with a scaled tyrant, this is different. You feel weightless. You feel as though you're walking on a cloud.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
And
Sylvia knows exactly what's happening right now.
And as you step forward, again, very lightly on your feet, you see the silhouette of a gorgeous woman wearing a silver gown that drapes beyond her feet. She almost appears to be floating there. Her blue skin just radiant in the moonlight. She turns and looks to you. Sylvia, we meet again.
Hi.
You had so much potential. What a great disappointment you've become.
Well, I might not be disappointing yet. My story's not done.
And she kind of giggles to herself a little bit. Do you recall when you were in the Temple of Fate and you were transported to that godless plane of existence?
Yeah.
And you begged and pleaded and asked for help?
Yeah, I still owe you that favor.
Oh. Yes, you do still owe me that favor, but how can you ever repay a debt once you turned your back on me like you have? For what? The lust of power? What did the scaled tyrant promise you that I could not? I gave you the gift of healing, of protection, and you turned your back on me.
Well, to be honest, what we're fighting is pretty dark. And I felt that at this time in my life, I didn't have a choice but to divulge down this other path. And I don't know what this is going to lead to, but in the moment, it seemed that I didn't have any other choice. And what we were doing at the time was not working. No offense.
I understand.
Because you were very good to me.
I understand, child. You wanted to do more, you wanted to be more, and you assumed that I couldn't give you more.
Yeah.
You let the darkness into your heart.
Well, it's not totally in my heart. It's just surrounding it.
I just want you to know. The scaled tyrant, once it gets what it wants, it will consume you. And I don't just mean literally. Metaphysically as well. Your soul will be forfeit. You called upon dark powers to aid you. And dark powers you have now. This is not just a chastising. This is a warning. Your soul is forfeit. That said, you still do owe me a favor.
Well, I'm good on my word, so.
This will anger the scaled tyrant. You'll be doing work for another god. She's not going to take that lightly.
Just what is it you ask?
Not yet. And with that, the world swirls back and your eyes get focused. And at that point, Reyna has... it's been about 4 hours, and Reyna is about good with her trance. So your first watch can end if you so choose.
Anything interesting happen?
No. And Sylvia just kind of closes up her book, just having a bit of writer's block.
Oh, yeah, I guess. They haven't really done that much interesting stuff in the last few days, so.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll get more
I'll
creative.
challenge
and all.
that.
Okay. So, Reyna, are you taking second watch?
Yes, please.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and roll a perception check for me?
Okay. Which dice to roll? Probably green one. One perception. 17.
Okay. With a 17, the one thing you notice is how just devoid of life the Ivy Heart Thicket is. I mean, you would expect, even on the edge of the forest, to have seen a deer, a bird, an owl, anything. But the forest is just dead silent, and there's no movement, nothing at all. And eventually dawn does break, and the sun hits the rest of the party, and you guys slowly come to.
I would like to be one of the first to awake.
Okay.
And being the big spoon of Garen, I'm going to whisper in his ear.
Oh, he's typing something.
Okay.
I'm like,
It's just, we were all on the edge of our seat.
like,
And I was like,
like, nope.
Garen,
I didn't. Did you type something?
no.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he was whispering so low his mic wasn't picking
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
Like, legit
okay.
was not
Yeah.
picking it up.
Oh, okay.
Garen, get up.
What? What? Good morning.
I just want you to know. Sometime soon, I'm gonna want something from you. And my hand is going to drift down towards his groinal region.
You
Brown
want a
chicken.
card, don't you?
And as he says that, I grab the deck of many things outside of his pants.
Yeah. I figured as much. I was thinking the same thing too.
All Sylvia sees is the hands moving, and she gets up and leaves the hut.
Yeah, Rita sees it too. She's like, nope. Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna join them outside.
I was like, could you want to clarify, please?
Outside. But
oh my god.
Do it.
It's not game, it's in a three-way.
When Siegfried picks up his armor, I just fall out of it and go, oh shit, and fucking run outside.
and I'm gonna cast create food and water.
Ooh, yummy.
Cause we need a place. We need food.
Okay.
Yeah, not eating rations would be nice.
That would be great.
And let's see. Yeah, that's just an instant thing. Followed by what was it called? Divine intervention.
Okay.
One score with feeling.
Yep. Trying to see if maybe she can get us Whisper back. Double O's means 0, right? And 7?
No way.
You know it's true because he had no idea what it even fucking meant.
Yeah, I'm like, wait. I'm like, wait, what
Yeah,
does that
because
mean?
the 10 is a 10, the 00 is 0 on the percentile.
Okay.
And all of a sudden,
So,
take
fuck me.
a quick photo of that.
Well, right? That's how that works?
Yeah.
Percentile.
Yeah, double zero is
Yep.
the first one, and that's
Yep.
so that makes it
Because I
0.
was afraid that'd be like 70, but I guess it's 7.
No, it's
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, because it would have been the 70 would be 70 something.
Because it's
Yeah. Okay. So
All right.
what do you say to your god as you
I
pray?
mean, am I not limited in?
I'm gonna pull that up because it is there are some limitations to it, but
DM
just go
chooses
ahead.
the nature of the intervention.
Yeah.
you can ask for something and then the DM interprets.
Yeah. So what do you ask?
Employing your deity's aid.
Reversing the effects of the
Nope. Oh.
card
Nope.
on Tal'Dorei.
Well, I mean, that's kind of along the lines that I'm going.
Well, the rest of it disintegrated. Whisper just vanished to another location.
Yeah, but we could
Can
potentially
she help? Can she get Whisper back for us?
You will have to ask her. That you got to say your prayer so I know what you're saying to her, and then I'll know how she intervenes.
No. That's like my question
Okay.
to her. Like I am asking. I am praying to her to bring Whisper to us or to guide us to getting Whisper back.
Okay.
I think she's gonna go with the latter.
So you pray to the Raven Queen, and you feel a gentle caress on your face, and you don't see anybody there, but you can feel her light and her touch. But you get an image in your head, and you see the dagger, and you see that it has returned from whence it came. It is back in the Temple of Fate.
Oh, I don't know that though. I don't know where that is.
No, but you can describe the room, and they would be able to tell you
Okay.
where it is. And your vision kind of expands. Like you start in the room with Whisper, and it expands out of the temple. And you see that the location of the temple
Ooh.
is in a valley deep in the Cliffkeep Mountains. You don't know the name of the place. You've never seen it. But you do see a thick grove of trees. Yeah, so you do know where it is.
Excellent.
And you definitely recognize the Cliffkeep Mountains because you spent a lot of time in that area.
So it's in a valley, in a thick grove of trees near the Cliffkeep Mountains.
Actually, deep inside the Cliffkeep Mountains. The valley was like deep, like in the middle of them, and then the view came out, and that's where you recognize the Cliffkeep Mountains.
Okay. I know where Whisper is.
What?
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 Excuse me?
Where is it?
I prayed to the Raven Queen, and she gave me a vision of the dagger.
Okay.
He's back in this. It's in this room, and I start to describe, the room in which it was first discovered.
Oh, mother.
Bitch.
You know this location?
God, yes.
Oh,
Where we got it the first time.
That's where Alexio died the first time. Damn it.
The Temple of Fate.
Yeah.
Yeah, what we told you about.
I was looking for it when I found you.
well, looks like you get to go see it.
Do you know where it is? Where the temple is? Because it moves.
Does move.
I know that it is near deep inside Cliffkeep Mountains, in the valley.
Okay.
Is that
Can
on
you-
the way?
That's not on the way.
No, it's not where we're going.
Then it's where we're going next.
Yeah.
Or should we move while we know where it is?
If temple moves, we should head there now.
You are not wrong.
But we don't know how long it's going to be there regardless. We don't know how long it's been there. We don't know how long it's going to be there.
Let's
Yeah,
just,
but if we have a lead and
well, let's just stop by Amon real quick, pick up the mage's quest, put it on pause, and then
what?
go get it.
Don't have
You
the
don't
time
put
to
it-
go there.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we have time for that. Right?
Perhaps Mage
Trust the
may be
way-
able to help us narrow down next location of Temple of Fate, or
I don't know if he would even know what it is. It's not really a well-known thing.
I think if
We are so close to Amon.
I don't pay a lot of
are.
stock into the divine, or the matron of ravens, or any of that crap. But
I hope you are going someplace nice with your next statement.
I am. When your God speaks, generally you want to listen, right?
Of course.
If she's telling us where it is, we may want to really listen to her right now.
Honestly, we don't have a set plan for when we get to Amon anyway, and if we know where Whisper is now, we may as well just go now, even if it takes longer to get there.
Yeah,
But it
I,
will
Right.
take longer to get there.
We're right next to Amon, and we just need information from the wizard.
How
that-
close are we to Amon? Days.
2 to 4 days.
Are we really that far out? We've already been traveling for like 2 days.
1 day. We traveled 1 day.
Yeah. We slept once.
Yeah, we started after the long rest, traveled for a day, long rested, and this is the second day.
yeah.
And
We've
how
tried.
far to the mountains?
Would I know?
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
You know what? I'm gonna do the same.
Oh, God. Which dice do I roll?
Oh yeah, I think I got that.
It's cocked.
I got a 26.
Okay.
It's cocked too. What the fuck? Natural 20.
Well, fuck me.
Okay, so I will say this, Reina, you're not as sure about the Cliffkeep Mountains as you hadn't spent as much time there, but you do know Amon well, and with that roll, you know that you are 2 days from Amon, exactly, give or take a few hours. Siegfried, with your roll and your familiarity with the Cliffkeep Mountains in that region, you know that you are at least 10 days away.
And I reiterate that.
Where if we go the way that we're going, we can get to Amon in 2 days.
Sylvia's right. It's the closest objective.
And
We need to proceed there, and perhaps the mage can help us transport to the mountains faster.
yeah, Brian, is there, like, would I know if there would be a location in that, like a teleportation circle in that area, possibly? Like,
Maybe
You
the wizard
would
has-
know where one was. You're
Yeah.
not sure if it's still there.
still exists. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and-
That's good. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. But the wizard might be able to, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but it also can have serious ramifications if Siegfried ignores the
I
rating.
don't. Well, he's not ignoring. He asked her. Never mind. I don't know that.
I simply asked the Raven Queen for if she could retrieve it for us or show us how to get to it. She has done as I humbly requested.
I don't know.
I'm conflicted and am going to recuse myself from the decision. I'll go with whatever the party decides.
I think. I think honestly, we are. If we're only 2 days away from Amon, maybe we should head that direction, and possibly this wizard might be able to help us get there faster. That's my...
Or at least get more information on the area before we head that way. We know nothing about it.
I do not disagree.
Yeah. Okay.
While I appreciate everything the Raven Queen has done for us up to this point, and I will continue my devout faithfulness to her, we must go to Amon first. It is smartest thing to do. Jesus. No.
Wow, invoking another god's name.
Yeah, right. No, I just got handed a burrito bowl and it's massive.
Ooh.
In worst case scenario, we hopefully leave the mage with better tools and knowledge to get to the Temple of Fate.
Yeah. No wiser words.
There might be. I remember when we were talking to the resistance leader, he said that the mines were still up. So if we could at least get to Craghammer, we would be closer. So maybe the wizard can at least get us there.
Maybe. Yeah. Let's hope we don't run into those Duergar again.
And I can probably get us from Craghammer to Cliff Cape Mountains, huh?
Well, the Craghammer's like at the base of the Cliffkeep Mountains. That's why you're so familiar with them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Got
from
it.
there, you would definitely be able to lead them to where your vision was.
Is there any way you could draw it, what you saw?
Ooh, I could try, but my hand does not always follow what my mind sees.
At least maybe it can give some of us a semblance of where it might be, because Mitz grew up in the Cliffkeep Mountains, didn't he? He might know where it is if he sees it.
Yeah, I kind of chased a butterfly for a really long time. I have no idea how I got out of there.
It'll at least give some of us something to look for when we get there. But try your best. I know writing is different from drawing.
Maybe there's some super cool punchy weapon at my old monastery. I didn't even go in there because it was getting messed up, but we could look in there.
We could. That would be an option. If we're going that way anyway.
Maybe there's some leftover thunder chucks for you guys. I could show you how to use them.
I'm good. Thanks.
I would use them. Sounds cool.
Are we ready?
Is everyone eaten?
Yes.
Yeah.
These grapes are amazing.
Thank you for the food.
I'm at meta. It's probably not amazing because it's very bland, but nutritious.
Yeah.
The food is bland but nourishing.
This
Boils
oatmeal sucks, but God, do I feel good.
Like basic ass white girl rice.
Yeah, it's
Rice is amazing. You shut your mouth.
It's one of my staple foods.
Hey, Garen.
Huh.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
I dare you to come over here right now and kiss me.
Ah.
Okay.
So
Are we
enthusiastic.
going to Amon or what?
Shut up, kid.
yes.
Adults are talking.
I don't think you're talking.
Shut up.
Okay, so what's your guys' plan?
To Iman.
To Iman.
Guess I'm scouting ahead again.
All right. Mitz, go ahead and roll a stealth and perception check.
Stealth is a whole heck of a lot. 32. And perception is 24.
Okay, 24. So, you guys continue on through your travels, and Mitz does his best to stick to the rolling hills alongside the Silvercut roadway. Every so often, there's sparse trees where you'll find another dagger with a yellow ribbon. But the day passes pretty uneventfully until you do reach a spot where there is nothing. It is just completely plain open ground. It's getting towards dusk, but there's still a couple hours of travel left in the day if you so choose. But yeah, you guys see essentially just another like plains area where there's no real trees, there's no real shrubs, or even the hills have flattened out in this area, and you can tell you're getting
Is it
really
like
close to
scorched
a mound.
earth?
No, not scorched earth. It's just flat earth.
We should
What did-
probably set up camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I make some kind of estimate of how long it would take us to cross this? Whether it be a few hours or a full travel day?
Yeah, go ahead and roll survival.
Oh, fuck you. Okay. Wait. Dirty 20.
Okay, with a dirty 20, you could tell it's about an hour or two to get across.
If we could cross this in an hour or two, and it might be better to do it when it's not light out. And then we can rest once we get to the other side.
Why do we have to do it at dark?
Because less things will be able to see us in the dark
True.
than if we were to cross this at dawn.
I blend in the dark.
But what if it's one of those things where they're only out at dark?
It's still harder to see when it's dark, even when you have dark vision.
Okay.
Well, I'll leave it up to the group. That's just my suggestion.
We do what Dana says. Reyna says.
I am the night.
How long till it gets dark?
You'd estimate about a couple hours.
So we're talking about traveling during twilight.
Yeah,
Pretty
essentially, like right now, like the sun is just about to begin to set.
Okay.
Well, we better get moving then.
Then yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, I mean, if it's just an hour or two, then yeah, we still have enough daylight. Yeah, we'll just, since it's open space, we might as well move quick.
Try to move as fast as we can without losing one another.
Yeah. With that said,
I don't think this is a good idea.
No.
It'll be fine.
Regardless of whether we cross it now or in the morning, it's not going to be good. So let's just go ahead and do it now while we still got all of our wits about us.
yeah.
And all your mitts about you.
Yes, all one of them.
Could you imagine more?
No.
No.
I could, but I'd probably.
Also, because once it gets dark, I can be invisible to anybody with dark vision because of umbral sight. So it's probably better we don't do this at complete night. I love being a ranger.
Okay. Yeah.
I think the goal is to move across the plain at a fast pace, Brian.
Yeah.
Okay. So, go ahead and everybody roll athletics for me.
Athletics.
That's because you're all being athletic.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
That's not
Natural
awful.
20! First one of the night.
Okay.
18.
Oh, it's +4. 17.
Okay.
13.
6.
Okay. And Garin, sorry, what'd you get?
13.
13? Okay, so you all begin moving at a brisk pace. Mitz just fucking takes off way ahead of the group. Siegfried, however, is falling behind. You just hear the heavy armor really weighing him down.
I'm not quite as young as I was before.
Pretty sure I'm older than you, but okay.
Relative to Lifespan.
As you guys are running, though, go ahead, everybody roll me perception checks.
Brian, you know I only got an 8, right?
Oh, you got an 8? Then you're like right back there with Siegfried.
Yeah, that's what I was
I thought you said
wondering.
18.
No,
Another
I got
one.
an 8.
Yeah.
15.
15?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
7.
7?
18.
18?
This time I got an 18.
I got
11.
another natural 20.
Okay. So anybody that got a 15 and over, you guys hear the beating of wings, and you see giant eagles beginning to swoop in on you guys. It is hard to tell how many of them. There are a lot of them. This is going to be just a brief skill check. It's encounter. It's not really battle. You guys can
Okay.
use battle moves, but put on the chase music. Okay, so essentially how this is going to go is I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I need 20 and up.
21.
22.
26.
Jesus.
Okay, 15 through 20.
17.
17. 10 through 15.
11.
What was that, Sylvia?
12.
12? Okay. Okay, so there are two of the eagles begin to come near and swoop down on Sylvia and Siegfried. Garen. As you're running, you're up first.
I'd like to cast. Yeah, because we're just trying to get away from this, right? So
It looks like there's too many to fight. It's like a swarm of giant eagles. They look. Go ahead, roll me another perception check, Garen.
Oh, they look hungry.
And it'll be at disadvantage because it is really dark to see what you're trying to see.
that's great. I get a +0, so that's 3.
3. Yeah, it's hard to say. With your intelligence, I would say that this is atypical for giant eagles. They don't typically swarm like this.
Yeah.
So they must be pretty desperate if they're doing this.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Far Step, and essentially every round for the next minute of concentration, I can use a bonus action to go 60 feet.
Okay.
I can use my dash action, and then I can use my movement and move 120 feet per round
Okay.
for a minute.
All right.
essentially.
Okay. So is that everything you can do?
Yep.
Okay. So with that, some talons swoop down at Sylvia. Does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
So you take 7 points of slashing damage as one of the giant eagles rakes past you, tries to grab onto you, doesn't quite get purchase,
Okay.
and swoops back up. Kalishaw.
Wait, it swooped back up into the air after it swooped on me,
Yeah.
leaving my.
Yes, but this is not. It's not like it's not a normal combat round. It's
so
not
no
like
attack of opportunity to like.
You can. I will let you have one, but I will tell you it will slow you down.
And there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that knowledge. You can absolutely have one.
How clustered together are they?
In the air, they're pretty clustered.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Static
Are you able to do that as a reaction?
with Warcaster. I can, right?
It
Yeah,
has
but
to
it can
be.
be
It has
some
to equal
melee.
to one action, and it can only attack one thing.
Yeah, it's
It has to have
still
a target
melee.
of one.
It's one action, but it's an area effect.
And
Yeah, no.
Okay.
like you can't fire a ball as an attack of opportunity.
That would be just.
Then I don't
dumb.
do anything.
That would be broken.
Kalasha, you're up.
I am going to use survival and plot a course where I am serpentine to try and get their attention on me and away from everyone else.
Okay, go ahead and roll survival.
26.
Okay, yeah, with the 26, you begin making a serpentine pattern away from the rest of the group, and you do see that you catch the attention of a good portion of them as they begin swooping down towards you in your direction. Was there anything else with that, or was that the whole...
Nope, that's all I wanted to do.
Okay, cool. So with that, the other bird that was swooping down towards Cilia and Siegfried is going to swoop on Siegfried.
Miss.
And that is going to miss with an 8. Oh, sorry, a 10. But still a miss. As it rakes down at you, it can't quite get through the armor. And you can just hear the screeching of the talons against your armor as it pulls back up. Bringing it to Reyna.
And you said there were too many of them to just take on because there's like they're clustered together. There's like a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean you can definitely attack and kill some of them. It's just it's not going to be one of those things where you're probably going to be able to take them all out. But you can.
I just wanted to know how atypical the behavior was.
Super fucking atypical. First of all, at most you'd ever see 2 giant eagles in one area like this. They tend to stake their own territory. You would know this as a ranger, especially a forest ranger. Sorry. But they typically stake their own territory. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. At disadvantage because it's dark. Or getting dark. And it's a particular thing you're looking for.
Yeah. Well, that's an 18. The second one is... It's almost a 1. So the 18 is actually the lowest. I rolled an 18 and a 19, so I have a +7, so 25.
Okay, so as you look, you can see that the birds themselves appear to be emaciated. And you see that some of the ones further away that are really clustered together are snapping at each other and biting at each other. This is kind of like chum in the water and a shark feeding frenzy.
So as we're running, I'm just going to call back to Siegfried, and I'm just like, cast that food spell and they'll leave us alone, and I just keep going.
Okay. With that, a couple of them are going to swoop on Kalasha as he's gotten their attention. But they are going to ignore the rest of the group for now. That is a 22 and a dirty 20 to hit.
Both hit unless I can use defensive duelist, but I'll leave that up to you.
I'd say because it's kind of like a drive-by, probably not. You're not like really in melee with them.
Word, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah. God damn, that's high damage. 12, 17, 20, 26 total points of slashing damage from the 2 strikes. As talons rake across your back, and they start to try to grip you and slow you down a little bit, but you manage to shake yourself off. That is going to bring it to Mitz.
Evasion.
That's,
Oh no.
That's the whole thing?
No, I'm just gonna. So action dash,
Okay.
bonus action step with the wind. So that's 153 total feet of movement.
Okay, yeah. So you're well ahead and outpacing this entire group. The birds can't pray to even keep up with you at this moment, so they start to focus on the weak links. And that is going to bring it back to the swarm. The swarm again is
Wait,
following...
I didn't go.
I know you haven't.
Oh, okay.
They're basically going in between all our turns.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Go swarm.
So the swarm is still picking at Kalashaw, and this one's going to attempt to actually try to grab Kalashaw.
Bye
So
forever.
First, that is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so it is not trying to damage you. It is actually trying to grapple you and grip you. So go ahead and make opposing strength checks for me.
Okay. 13.
That is a 13, so roll off. Better.
15.
18. So the talons dig into your shoulders, and you feel your feet leave the ground. Sylvia, you're up. You see Kalashaw. He's trying to wind away, but one of them does manage to get his talons into him and start lifting him up.
This kind of fucks up my plan, Kalashaw.
It's not my fault. It's literally not.
So how much farther do we need to run to get out of this clearing?
To get out of the clearing, it's going to be a while. At this point, you're trying to figure out ways to get the swarm off of you.
Well,
Or-
I mean,
or
like
outrun.
how
And you would have heard me yell what I
how
said.
many more feet ahead?
Oh God, thousands.
More than Dimension Door can take you.
Yeah, way more.
Okay, how far away is the eagle from me that picked up Kalashaw?
From Kalashaw. I'd say about up in the air, 45 feet.
All right, I'm gonna cast Far Step. I'm gonna teleport on top of the eagle, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast its fucking dome.
Wait, Far Step is a teleport thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fucking do it.
So,
It's like a farther Misty Step.
Okay, cool.
so I'm basically like, oh fuck this. Teleport. I'm on the eagle.
That's a
Eldritch
treat.
Blast.
Okay, go ahead and roll at disadvantage. Because you're within melee, technically, by standing on the eagle.
So I rolled 2 19s.
Oh, fuck. Nice. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
You just blast this turkey's head off.
So yeah, the first one is 28 to hit. The second one is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, those both hit.
All right. Bum, bum, bum.
And you cooked it on the way down.
So 18, 20 points of. I'm gonna choose acid.
Okay. So you blast 2 blasts, and it actually clips the wings of this eagle as it goes death spiraling down. It releases its grip on Kalashaw. It didn't get too high because it had to fly down to grab him, so it's only like a 10-foot drop. So 2 points of bludgeoning damage to Kalashaw. But you both, actually, Sylvia and Kalashaw, I'll give you an acrobatics check to see if you're prone or not.
Okay. Acrobatics. That
Sure.
will be an 11.
Dirty 20.
11. Okay. So Kalashaw, you managed to kind of tuck and roll, and you can feel the pain in your knees. Sylvia, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. As you hit, and as you try to tuck and roll, you kind of just collapse into the ground and slide a little.
That's super cool up until my landing.
Parkour!
Parkour.
Bringing it to Siegfried.
Is Kalashaw within 60 feet of me?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna bonus action Shield of Faith him, so you now have a +2 bonus.
Thank you, Gabe.
And I will dash.
Okay. As you dash, let's see. Yeah, so you dash past where Kalashaw and Sylvia are because they're kind of off to the side now, because that's where Kalashaw had headed off. You're still towards the back of the pack, so one of the birds is going to swipe
And it's
on you.
80 feet, by the way, because my movement is 40.
Yes, their flying speed is 80 feet as well.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
reminding you, I'm no longer 30 feet.
No, I know, because you have the mace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, don't worry. I know what I gave you. You barely even used it, and I already regret giving it to you. But that is a 22 to hit.
I think that hits. Yes. Oh shit.
6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. And I'm guessing I'm gonna need to roll something.
No, your armor is way too fucking heavy for them.
I'm too fat.
I already thought that ahead. I was like, dude, with your fucking shield, your mace, and your heavy armor, they're not able to lift you. You're just too much.
Well, in that case, what am I running for?
Oh, they can slash the fuck out of you, though.
They can eat the hell out of you,
Yeah.
though. They can open that can.
Oh shit! They're just trying to eat.
Yep, that's why I screamed what I did.
Yep.
Raina's real upsetty spaghetti right now, but we're running, so.
Sorry, you just said upsetty spaghetti.
Upsetty spaghetti.
I've never heard that before.
That's like my yikes on bikes. I love it.
Yikes on bikes, upsetty spaghetti.
Why'd you have to say that in the middle of this life and death moment?
Because that's what she is.
Because that's what this does.
Garen, you're up.
To be fair, I was looking through my spells. I wasn't exactly listening. I was trying to figure something
We
out.
only have to go through an entire another round until you can do that, so it's fine.
Upsetty spaghetti.
Listen, if anyone gets picked up, I'll just command.
I don't know, is their intelligence high enough for that?
Wisdom.
I know, but I think they have to have like a certain amount of intelligence for it to even work, but I don't know. Anyway, they're eagles.
Garen, you're up.
Yeah. I'll bonus action the far step. And then
Oh no, it has to understand your language.
are they still there's still things around me, right? So
Honestly, you're kind of outpacing them.
Okay.
They're in the area, but they're not immediately threatening you or Mitz at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep. God, I want to blast things.
Yo, 150 feet in 6 seconds is pretty crazy.
I'll just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use my action to dash and yeah.
All right, Kalasha.
All right. So I'm on the ground, right?
You're on your feet. Sylvia's on the
Okay.
Saved ya.
I am going to scoop Sylvia and
Woo!
begin running.
I'm little.
All right. Was that all you're gonna do?
Yep. Do I need to make any kind of check or anything to pick Sylvia up, or
No, because you're using your whole action for this. I'm just gonna let it happen.
word?
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline.
Plus, as rogues, we can bonus action dash. We
As Kalashaw's dragging Sylvia behind him, one of the eagles is gonna swoop down.
No, I meant
Oh,
scoop up and carry.
oh! I thought you meant like just because she was prone on the ground.
No.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
great, I'm getting dragged. This is dumb.
No.
Yeah,
no.
in that case, go ahead and roll athletics.
Okay.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Plus 6 is 21.
Yeah, not even a problem. So you're just running Sylvia in your arms, and you're booking it. And then one is going to take a swoop on Sylvia. And it's gonna
Since
be
my hands are
interesting.
free and I'm not running. Oh, wait, no, this is initiative.
It's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this.
Oh,
It's gonna try to pull Sylvia up. I'm gonna give Sylvia's athletics check advantage because Kalashaw is able to do a tug of war with Sylvia.
no. Okay.
Okay.
Can I use my primal savagery as like an intimidation thing to give it disadvantage?
No.
Damn it. Okay, worth a shot.
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Athletics with
At
advantage.
advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so 13.
13.
Yes.
I shit you not. I rolled an 11 plus 3, 14.
Oh.
I rolled a 13. I have a +0.
With advantage?
Yeah, my first roll was an
my
11.
God.
I'm not very strong. I wouldn't really worry about it too much though.
So the talons dig into Sylvia and begin to pull her away. There's some resistance as Kalashaz just tries to grip Sylvia as hard as he can, and Sylvia's just punching at the bottom of this giant eagle. But eventually, the giant eagle rips her from Kalashaz's grasp and begins flying up.
I'm just gonna go bye forever.
So Sylvia, you're about 20 feet up off the ground.
Okay.
Bringing it to Reyna.
Oh God. Okay. Since my request got ignored, the first thing that Reyna's gonna do, she's gonna just reach into her bag, take out because her rations, and then just start throwing it to the side. Would you say that costs like an action, Brian?
I'll say a bonus action.
Sure. And then I'm just gonna take a shot. If I can, I'll just take a shot at the eagle that's holding Sylvia.
I will let you. It will slow you down.
That's fine.
Okay.
Hopefully he remembered what I said the second time. As I just scream, Siegfried, why? And then I'll take a shot.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
That's a 19.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 19. and
No,
that's
yeah,
much
no,
higher.
that's fine.
I'm gonna call the bramble shot.
Okay.
So it makes a strength saving throw.
Okay.
It doesn't have the DC. I don't know what the DC is.
It was a 15. Sorry.
Okay. But it still takes the damage.
Well, it fucking fails. It fails big time. That was a 9.
Oh, it takes the additional damage if it hits it. So it's also restrained. And then I'll roll the damage.
Okay.
Would you technically say that this is sneak attack, right?
I will say no because it's not being threatened.
That's okay. It's just 5d.
Rude.
It's fine.
Rude. I'm very threatening.
It's 5d8 plus 8. Holy shit, that's almost all 7s except for 1.
Oh.
7, 14, 21, 28, 34, 42.
Okay, so yeah, it takes an arrow right through the chest, and the brambles come out of the arrow and wrap themselves around it and just squeeze it to death. Its head popping like a zit. As Sylvia is now in free fall.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, and oh my god, now it's gonna grow a tree.
Oh no.
Is that immediate that the tree grows? I think it's immediate, isn't
When
it?
you kill a creature with this bow, a single 6-foot tall tree grows from their corpse.
This is gonna be interesting. I need to roll a percentile dice.
Okay.
Bear with me. I did not have a percentile dice out because who could have anticipated?
And after that, I just keep running, no matter the outcome.
Shit.
And just use my movement to run.
For full transparency, there is a 25% chance. So.
Of what?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you that.
Fair.
That's nice. Okay, so Sylvia, you go plummeting to the ground. As you do, you see a 6-foot tree form above you. And yeah. So
Bonus action, far step.
it doesn't work as a reaction. You'll take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wait, can I counterspell it?
It's not a spell.
Yeah, it's not. It's an effect.
Fuck. Okay.
That's a
got it.
dispel magic that you were looking for.
Let me tell you what happens.
Okay.
So you hit the ground, and the tree comes right after you. You barely manage to roll out of the way as the trunk of the tree slams into the ground. I rolled a 50 even, so you were fine. As it...
Okay.
Was there anything else you could do, Reyna?
Nope, but just keep moving.
Okay.
After I scream Siegfried, why?
Okay, so one of the eagles is going to swoop on you, Reyna,
Okay.
because you slowed down, so you became the easy target.
I am invisible in the darkness to things that use dark vision.
Yeah, but it's not full dark yet. It's still
Okay.
Yeah, because this happened like 15 minutes into your travel.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were just saying it was dark earlier, so I was confused.
Sorry, what I tried to clarify by saying that it's like that moment right before sunset.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. That makes sense.
It's gonna miss.
This is like the time when Simba's father died.
As it
Spoiler,
swoops down
I
at
guess?
you,
Sorry.
You swat at it with Fenthris and hit it right in one of the talons, and it swoops back up, bringing it to Mitz.
I'm like incredibly far away from these things, right? Or have they been keeping?
I mean, they're keeping pace, but you keep pulling away further and further as you go.
Okay, like what am I seeing anything in front of us? Any like place I can shoot into, or we all can go?
No, it's
No.
completely flat.
As far as the eye can see.
Yeah, I mean,
As far as
it was
the-
about 2 hours worth of travel across this area.
Oh fuck.
That's why I said what I said.
I guess I'm just gonna dash again, double dash.
Okay. As you do that, Reyna, you get moving again, and another eagle is going to swoop down at you. That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, go ahead and roll me athletics.
I get a +4 to that. 18.
Okay, with a 17, it begins to tug at you and pull you up, and you just punch it right in the gut, and it lets go. As another one swoops down at... I'm going to roll a d4. Okay. Another one's going to swoop down at Siegfried.
I'll take it.
Natural 19, so that makes it a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No, wait, there it is. Sorry. D6 down. It's my good D6. Good boy. 9 points. Oh, sorry. That's 12 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
As it slashes right across your neck, the back of your neck, tries to grab you, but your armor is just too fucking heavy for it. Bringing it to Sylvia.
Okay. Bonus action, far step, 60 feet forward, and action dash.
Okay, so you're starting to kind of move further out of the range of all these things. So there, you can tell there's like a discernible split between Reyna, Siegfried Kalishaw, and Mitz Sylvia Garen. So
Wait, how far behind is Siegfried?
he's one of the furthest behind still, even with a dash, because everybody else is kind of dashing too. But
Okay,
Mitz,
I'm not going to do that then.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm going to wait for Siegfried to catch up
Okay.
and then hold my action for when he catches up to me.
Okay. So that will
Interested
bring
to see what this action is.
me too. Kalishaw, dirty 20 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. They're not even trying to grab you anymore. They're just trying to rake at you guys and just take you down so that they can eat you on the ground. They've been seeing that every time they try to pick you up, they die. So they're going to strike down. So that is going to be 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then a second will swoop, and that's a nat 1. So as it goes to swoop, another one swoops at the same time, and they collide in the air, and they go just pinwheeling into the ground. And you just feel the thumps of these large eagle bodies hit the ground on either side of you, Kalishaw, as you keep running, bringing it to Siegfried.
All right. I cast create food and water.
Okay, so how much does that create?
It creates a lot. 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water on the ground or in containers within range.
Okay, yeah, so you do that, and you just immediately see the birds swoop down and begin attacking the food and water as you're running and leaving the trail of food and water behind you. Eventually, you meet up with Sylvia. Sylvia, what's your action?
I'm gonna cast Dimension Door 500 feet ahead, like the max range, to catch Siegfried
Okay,
up with everybody, basically.
Before, how
Oh
far
wait, did I
ahead
lag
is?
out?
No, before that, real quick, because I still have a bonus action.
Uh-huh.
How
Okay.
far ahead is Kalashaw from me? Would you say?
I would say Kalashaw's within 40 feet of you.
Okay, so then bonus action healing word. It'll be at a first level. Kalashaw will receive 8 points of healing.
Woo!
Okay.
Did I lag out?
Nope.
No, you're here.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just dimensioning Door me and Siegfried to the 500 feet ahead.
Okay. So, Siegfried, as you're running, Sylvia grabs you by the arm, and the next thing you know, you kind of stumble a little bit as you come out of the dimension door, and you're way ahead of everybody else. As you turn and look, you see the birds beginning to just swarm in the area where the food was left behind. And you guys realize if you keep up a brisk pace, you are currently out of this circumstance.
Nice.
Well, now we just have to casually walk.
I would do it at a brisk pace, as I said.
Or briskly walk.
I would like to at least get out of sight.
Keep going.
Nice.
Move.
If they show up again, just cast it again. It'll be fine. Just keep going.
So yeah, you guys. What I need to know: are you guys just gonna run the whole way? What's your guys' plan to get to the other side of this?
Run until it's safe.
Well,
We had agreed on a fast pace anyway when we started this, so.
yeah, we do fast pace, but not run.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
definitely no more double dashing. Once I'm like a good distance away from the Eagles, I'm just gonna like
We
jog
can't,
it out.
keep that up for long. So
Okay. So eventually, you guys do make it to a tree line on the other side, and it seems like for now the danger has passed.
Whew.
okay.
I'm gonna check the perimeter. Garen, if you can get into the tree line and start casting the hut, I'll just make sure there's nothing else around.
Yeah.
Okay, Raina, go ahead and roll perception.
Can I help her? I'm gonna
Sure.
help her.
So go ahead and roll with advantage.
Dirty 20.
Okay, with a dirty 20, you're not sure, and you don't see anything per se, but you feel like you're being watched.
I smell it too.
All right. I'll head back to the group and let them know.
Okay.
I'll go too.
So you guys head back to the group. Garen, at this point, you've got the hut up.
Well, that sucked.
And Sylvia begins crawling into the hut.
I guess. Raina, do you know roughly which direction you felt like you were being watched from?
Brian?
It wasn't like a direction. It wasn't one of those like I feel eyes in the back of my head thing. It was more like a gut feeling that you weren't alone.
I wondered if we could set a trap.
Well, I mean, one of us never sleeps, so at least maybe one of us can keep an eye out until I can wake back up in 4 hours.
Maybe.
Good point.
But hopefully, nothing can get in. So as long as it doesn't get dispelled, I think we should be okay.
Brian, don't forget I have devil's sight.
I know.
Okay.
Not evil, I swear.
I'm not amused.
Okay, so was there anything else? Anything you guys needed to do before your long rest?
No.
Not really.
Garen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Truth or Dare is a 2-player game.
Oh, right. Truth or dare?
Dare.
I don't know how to play this game.
It's a weird dare.
I am.
Just dare him to be the little spoon or something. We would like to go to sleep.
You can sleep at any time.
I'm trying, but you're still talking.
Plus, you don't even sleep. Jeez.
The suspense.
Sylvia's just like, wait.
I don't.
Quill quiver.
I don't know what's going on here. There's something I don't. I feel something.
What do you feel?
I feel that if you weren't here, that I might die.
I feel that way too. But that was more the kind of a truth type of deal than a dare.
I know I'm not. We don't play these games. Back in. You know, it's more of like twisted little mind games to screw with other people, make them go insane, stuff like that.
That doesn't sound fun.
It's not. Most hobgoblins are assholes.
Doesn't sound so bad.
But, what? All right. You're a little spoon. Let's get to sleep. That's your dare.
Little spoon it is.
All right. So as you guys settle in for your long rest, Sylvia keeping watch. Pretty uneventful night. Nothing happens. And as daylight breaks, you guys are very close to your destination.
Okay, if we are very close to our destination, then I think I actually need to rearrange some spells. Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll get rid of the food thing. And what did I have before? I totally fucking forgot. I think it was what's the ability enhancement one?
Enhanceability.
Got it.
Quick, what's the number for 911? I don't know.
Okay, so as Siegfried is praying to the Raven Queen to get his spells in order, what are the rest of you doing?
I've got water, thank you.
Getting up, stretching.
Shining my helmet.
Yep. All right.
Are you actually shining your helmet?
All right, so Mitz is in the corner polishing his helmet.
God damn it.
No, he refers to those as Mitts bits.
This is very true. It's canon.
That's true.
My brain is
Still.
broken. Sorry,
No.
did I just make Siegfried do a spit take?
Almost. You got it was very, very close.
Anyway,
Well, I'm ready to head out when you guys are.
Reyna's just says a quiet prayer to the Moonweaver for whatever the fuck was watching us all night.
Hold on, real quick.
Sylvia suspiciously glance at Reyna when she prays to the Moonweaver.
I've been doing this every night and every morning,
I know.
and you hate it.
Hmm.
I'm very suspicious of you right now.
I mean, it's like I want to use divine intervention again, but
Oh, you
Man.
can't.
You have to
Like,
wait 7
oh
days.
yeah, I have to wait 7 days.
7 days, yeah.
Start counting.
All right. So now 6 days.
Yes.
Hey, go Ren.
Yeah.
You want to draw a card today?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Please don't.
You
I'm
can do
going
it.
to step away. Let's step way back and watch.
We are literally right at Amon. If you pull a card now, you could literally ruin everything.
I understand that.
He could also save us a lot of trouble.
We
But
don't
embrace the
actually
chaos.
know what it could and could not do, but starting the day out with that probably isn't the best idea.
Embrace the chaos.
You know what? You do
Think
what
of
your
many
heart
things is
desires.
literally only
and what-
thing you're allowed to meta.
I don't know what meta means, Siegfried, but okay.
My helmet is made of metal.
I was thinking about this earlier. You know, we've all been through a lot together, and fate has definitely played a huge part in all of it.
Right? That's how Kalashaw ended up here, just pooped out of the sky.
I feel like I need fate to speak again.
Oh God.
Okay, but she literally spoke yesterday to Siegfried with the divine
That's a
intervention.
god. That's not fate.
Right.
It's all intermingled.
Sylvia, thank you.
Oh shit. No.
Okay.
I almost restart my computer just now. That's why I was cursing.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that. Oh.
The Windows 10 telling you how much you need an update.
No, it was my Mac. Going like,
Okay.
you want to restart now? And I clicked restart instead of later. And I was like, no, later.
How many should I pull?
None.
No more than 2.
I'm
No more
asking
than 0.
Conrad.
Oh.
Whoa, who's that?
I don't even know why I bother speaking anymore.
I think we should each pull one.
Oh, I'm so in.
Okay.
Daylight,
No,
you
Mitch.
were playing with me, Riley, and Side. We don't listen to Rangers.
No.
I'm mostly a rogue.
I generally will listen to Reyna, but right now I'm
I'm embracing the chaos.
You know what? No one listens to me, and I don't complain.
I listen to you sometimes.
So it just goes,
I definitely listen to you.
I said we shouldn't have crossed that field right away, and we did.
Well, you know,
They were gonna wait at the field anyways.
It's okay. Yeah. All right. Who goes first?
I think you should go first.
I hope whoever's watching us isn't
I
going to
believe
enjoy the
only
show.
you are the one pulling guard, Garen.
No. If you haven't been listening,
I have
Conrad
not.
and I are each going to pull a card.
And me.
Oh, okay.
Mitch,
Sure.
I don't. You got so lucky with your draw.
Siegfried's going to take
But you should not.
another step backwards.
All
Well,
right,
they-
boy.
Con-
You can take one too.
Godred said everybody. That's why I'm in. Everybody.
No.
He said, I think we each should draw one. And then
And
we're
he bet
all
each was
in
in
the-
him and his lover, so let's just let them do it.
Yeah, Mitch, think really, really hard about this.
Well, now I'm fully committed.
Okay.
All right, I will pull a card.
Okay, so do you say I will pull one card?
Yes.
Okay. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's something. Okay, okay. There it is.
Nothing gets my heart going like
Yeah,
Garen.
the devil first thing in the morning.
As you pull a card, You see a large runic gem on the card, and 25 pieces of jewelry worth 2,000 gold pieces each appear at your feet.
Huh.
Holy shit.
That was a good one.
Huh.
Full disclosure.
We're rich.
Even more so.
It doesn't matter.
We have like 100,000 gold now.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
And nowhere to spend it.
That was a good sign.
I'm sure it was.
All right. Here you go, Conrad.
Are there any diamonds in that? I could use
Oh.
those for a spell.
It's actual like jewelry. It's not gemstones.
Okay.
I mean, the jewelry has gemstones, but it's hard to tell the value of the gemstone separate from the jewelry.
Well, there's not much else I can lose. I'll pull one card from the deck.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna do a sneak.
If you lose your
Nothing.
fucking soul, you're gonna eat those words.
All right. Let's see what this is.
Why are we bringing up souls right now? Souls are fine. Everybody's souls are fine.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Kalasha, your card has the runic symbol of death. And a ghostly visage appears in front of you.
Sylvia panics. Everybody stay calm. Nobody help.
Everyone, back away!
And you're very familiar.
Siegfried's already back. He already stepped away.
Wrong voices. There we go. That's the right voices. As the bony skeletal finger points at you, it says, "You shall fight me alone. Any interference will end in death." And go ahead and roll initiative.
I have 83 hit points, Brian.
Thank you. I was gonna ask.
Brianna pulls popcorn out of her bag and just starts eating it.
I wish I.
Mid says I'm gonna do the same thing again if he's gonna die. So
Okay.
Then
What?
you will
27.
both die.
What? 27.
Yep.
Okay. You go first, as the spectral of death appears before you.
I am going to move towards engaged, and I will attack it once with my rapier, and then once with my dagger from my offhand.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
18 on the first attack.
18 does not hit.
Second hit is 26.
That is a hit.
$16 points
Okay.
damage.
All right. So yeah, as you swipe with the first swipe, it passes right through it, but you manage to stab with the rapier, and you feel it make purchase. And as you do, it moves its scythe up in a flash, and that is going to be fucking minimal. 4 points of slashing damage and 6 points of necrotic damage.
Can I uncanny dodge as a reaction to have the damage?
You can, yeah. You do have a reaction.
So how much total was it?
So 10 total, so 5.
So 5. Okay. Awesome. And then I will do the same thing again. I'll attack twice.
Okay.
It's a natural 19 for a 28.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then a dirty 20.
Just hits.
Okay. 21 points of damage on the first one.
Oh fuck.
God.
And then 8 points on the second.
Yeah. So as you slash and stab, you kind of spin and just pierce it with the rapier, and the Avatar of Death disintegrates before you.
Whew.
You handled that well.
That wasn't too bad. Let's see
Wait,
what the
is
fuss
he
was
dead?
about the first one.
Yeah, it's it. See how much easier it. Yeah, words. See how
Wait.
much easier this goes when you do not interfere.
Oh wow, that was really not that bad.
All right, Mitz.
It's,
Draw one card.
Are you sure, Mitz?
He already said it. Okay.
What if I do it again and I get the one where you go 2 more levels?
Ah, there it is. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I need a second.
Oh, God.
Pull this up. Sorry. You never expect this card to come up until it does.
Oh no.
I feel like you can say that about most of the cards
Oh
in the deck,
no.
though, Brian.
What's that?
I feel like you can say that about almost every card in the deck, though.
Yeah, but most of them you don't have to put in any work in as the DM.
But isn't it more fun that way?
Oh, please tell me it's the Squire one. It's the Squire one, right?
It's not. No, that's easy.
Is it the one where his race changes?
No, that also would be easy. I would just roll a dice.
You have to do some actual work for this.
Uh-oh. That can't be good for the
I
rest
know.
of them.
That
Terrible.
It was. Okay. Nope, that's the wrong place. Sorry, D&D Beyond, folks.
Yeah,
As
right.
I'm remembering how to use the new
No,
D&D
I'm getting
Beyond.
banished.
There we go.
Oh fuck.
I mean, it's either the banished one that happened to Sylvia the first time, or it's either the void card where your soul gets ripped from your body again.
No, again, those are easy for me. I can come up with that kind of shit on the fly very
Ooh,
easily.
now I'm really intrigued.
I'm not.
Did he draw a key?
I don't know. You'll find out.
He drew a key.
Stop
I
ruining
actually
the
don't
game,
know,
Kalishaw.
What?
Stop ruining the game, Kalishaw.
I actually don't know what any of them do except for the Squire, the
I'm
banished,
looking at
and the death one. So
I'm looking at the key card right now. So
don't just.
that's something.
Okay.
I don't remember what key does.
Good. Don't tell anybody. Only Derek and I know.
Oh,
and,
Someone looked it up.
Okay.
I mean, Google exists.
So Mitz, as you pull the card, you see a runic symbol of a short sword, and as you're holding in your hand the card, and turns into a large blade, or rather, in your hand it's large, but it is a short sword. It's called the Mind Blade Short Sword, and the sword itself has a very dark hilt, and the blade itself emanates almost like a psychic pulsating energy.
Oh shit! A Vibrasword from.
Mitz, you don't really use weapons.
Back off! You want one? You gotta earn it.
Jesus, it just kind of matches my aesthetic.
Your own.
You already won all that money.
You can have it.
The money?
Some of it.
All of
You
it.
get the rings on this finger.
That's my boy. I'm gonna hug Mitz.
Careful, I have a sword.
that was good. That was a good burn. Yeah. I like it. So,
However, Sylvia does bring up good point. If
Okay.
we really use weapons, I think Kelisha would be better suited with that until we get to Whisper back.
No, we don't. We don't want to
let me just see
lose
what
it.
it does.
Do we
first.
even know what the sword is?
Just let me see what it does first.
Want me to identify it?
I mean, if you're gonna give it back,
Yeah, feel free. That's up to you guys.
I hold it out for Garen.
Oh, hold on.
Well,
Oh man, that made me so nervous. I'm like, oh shit! I brought a Tarask out. Like we're all fucked. We're in a hut.
We're not in the hut anymore. It only lasts for 8 hours. Basically long enough for us to sleep.
I was trying to think of what cards the DM actually had to do something for. And it's like, it's not a lot of cards.
yeah, right.
No, it really isn't.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'll
this
go
is
ahead
cool
and
and all, but I really, really, really want the freaking Squire card so bad.
I'll do identify.
Okay. So, essentially, it is a sword that a Mind Flayer has touched. Basically, they touch a non-magical sword and they turn it into a Mind Blade. Only one
Okay.
creature can ever attune to it. In the hand of any other creature, it would normally serve as a normal sword. However, because you are the intended wielder, though you are not a Mind Flayer, you actually can use the sword.
Oh.
It's a magic weapon that deals an extra 2d6 psychic damage to any target it hits.
Oh. Okay.
Are you really going to use this? Because you only get one attunement.
No. The sword chose him. It's his sword. That's
Yeah.
what Garen just said.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
not even a conversation.
Yeah,
It's Mitz's sword.
it's Mrs. Sword.
How much risk to my life right there? What if I got one of those death guys?
Well, you could beat him pretty easily.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know, but still,
Did last time.
you never know. Sometimes I miss.
I mean, yeah, but you can hit so many times around. You're good, dude. You're good.
Is it a short sword or a long sword?
It's a short sword.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a monk weapon. You can use it.
Can it look like
Yeah.
a katana? Because then it really seals the deal.
Sure.
Fuck yeah, I'm keeping this sword.
I imagine Mitz is like, can it look like a katana? And then it just changes.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
pretty much what happens, yeah. Due to the nature of the card that he pulled, yeah, it can pretty much look like what he wants it to. It just has the properties of a Mind Blade.
Shit, yeah.
There you go.
Gabe, we need fan art. Mitz with a katana. Do it.
It's a katana. Oh, and my helmet. Don't forget my helmet. Holy shit. I look so awesome.
All right, so off to Amon. That was a fun morning. Maybe tomorrow we'll try again.
Ah,
Maybe.
maybe.
I don't
next
think I
time
can
we'll
handle
get
this level
our
of
own
stress on a
sword.
daily basis.
This is fun. This is like that one time I had a beer on the beach.
Sometimes you just have to let fate decide.
Did it ever? I feel powerful as
I
shit.
really don't feel that way anymore.
I prefer to make our own fate, thank you.
Hey, Brian.
That
Yeah.
kind of sucks too.
Does that sword have actual stats, or
Yeah, it's literally called the Mind Blade short sword.
will you send it to me? I don't know how to work this freaking.
Yeah, I'll put it in for you.
Mitz, perhaps. But I mean, someone else could use thunder chucks then, if you plan to use that in combat.
Or we
I
could just
mean-
not use them at all because they're really loud.
I'm trying to get him to cough them up.
I have to hold on to these. They're my last memory of my home. Really.
I
We might,
understand.
we might find more.
There you go.
Maybe.
All right, so Amon.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, who is leading the pack?
I'll stealth again and scout ahead.
I think
Alright.
gold looks good with my red skin, don't you?
Oh, it looks amazing.
That is 17, 9, a lot. I can't math right now either. Jesus.
17 plus 9 is 26.
Yeah, that one. That's for stuff.
Garen, well, I am not qualified to determine whether or not it looks good on you. It is appealing to the eyes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks great, dude. You're very handsome.
I am not, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Would I try to get with you if you weren't handsome?
Yes.
Shut up, Rena.
You'll have to roll perception too, Bron.
Yes.
That's 19.
Okay. So between knowing the trail to follow and Mitt's keeping watch up ahead, the rest of the day's travel is uneventful. Again, there's a noticeable dearth of wildlife. There's just nothing. It's like eerily quiet. It's almost unsettling. But before you know it, eventually, you start to come to the east gates of Amon, or rather, what's left of the east gates of Amon.
Oh boy.
The city still stands, more or less, but it is heavily damaged. The walls themselves have been torn down in most of the places. Ominously enough, the gate itself still stands, even though the walls on either side have been demolished. The actual city, as far as you can see, just a lot of rubble. Every so often you see a building. The Alabaster Lyceum, which would be on the eastern side, where once was a very large, impressive tower, has almost been sheared in half, and the top part of the tower is laying in the streets.
Well, I am no longer so confident that anyone is here. But that
We know
body...
they're here.
Yeah, well, then...
Probably underground.
Right.
Did I keep... Tell me I kept it.
We really fucked up, guys.
I did. I kept sending for today.
So, are there any more ribbons leading to this wizard, or is that the end of the ribbons?
That is the end of the ribbons. The ribbons lead you to Amon.
Yeah.
Can I investigate for clues on where the wizard might reside?
I would say you can look for clues as to where anybody might be.
Ooh, can I activate my Eldritch Sight? Do wizards glow? They're magical?
I don't know. Do you look at Garen and see him glowing?
The
I look
wizards.
at Garen. Is he glowing?
Well, I'm glowing because I'm wearing a magical robe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
oh yeah,
right
he's
now,
totally
wizards glow.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Well, you would know, because you don't have special eyes.
I'm good.
Good.
Okay, yeah, as far as you're concerned, Sylvia, wizards glow.
All right. I'm looking with my Eldritch eyes.
You don't see any glowing
Wizard.
humanoid forms.
Any glowing forms at all?
No.
Well, I'm a looking.
I will... Damn it. I could, perhaps ask someone that we know in the Resistance.
Right.
We just gotta find anybody.
No, he's talking about casting a spell.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Yeah.
I think his name was Mikhail, the guy we talked to. Something like that.
Arcee was in the Resistance as well, right?
Right, but we don't know how much she knows.
That's true.
Yeah, Mikhail, or I don't know if that's correct pronunciation, but he was the leader that we talked to when we were down there.
Oh, try Bethany.
I need to be familiar
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will cast Sending to Mikhail.
Okay, what do you say?
All right, let's keep track of how many words.
Don't pull a jester.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like...
Hi, it's me, Siegfried. I don't know if you remember me, but...
I also talk in a Slavic accent.
Mikhail, it's Siegfried. How do we get to Resistance?
Wizard.
Base in Iman.
Period. Wizard question mark. Just kidding.
So you listen back for an answer, and there's silence.
I know it.
He is not responding to me.
That doesn't seem good.
No.
No.
I'm assuming that either means he's dead or he's not of this plane, and I'm assuming with the chances it's probably the first one.
Either way, probably, just aren't good.
Well, if you were a wizard, where would you hide?
How many times can you cast that?
2 more times.
Maybe we try one more.
And who would I be talking to this time?
We might need to try the halfling.
I don't think she came to Amon, though.
But she's probably
But she may know how to get to the resistance location in Iman.
and she's probably alive. I just gut feeling.
What about that sanguine guy you always talk about?
Sanguine?
I don't know where or what sanguine might
It's been 4 years since we've
be
seen
right now.
we've
Yeah.
seen them.
Does Derek have to know the person to ask them a question? Or who's Derek? Well, I'm brain fuzzy. Sorry, it's been a rough day.
Who told you my childhood nickname?
Oh, a dream. Siegfried, do you have to know the person to talk to them?
I must be familiar with them, yes.
Shoot.
At the minimum, I should have at least met them.
It's the only person I can think of.
Did we
Can
know
we-
anybody else who lived in Amon that might still be alive?
Can you combine speak with the dead and message?
That may be testing the limits of my divine capabilities.
That's getting a
Okay,
lot
worth
of
a shot.
information.
All right. So I will ask same thing of Parsi
Okay. So you cast Sending,
again.
and at first there's silence. And
So
then,
I don't think she.
And then you hear, "Oh my God, Siegfried? Hi, it's
Oh,
Parsi.
no.
I could tell you how to get there.
Oh no.
I'm keeping track too.
Check the sewers." Bye bye.
Parsi said to check the sewers.
I freaking knew it!
Ah,
I only
Nope.
said that to begin with. It's fine.
One of these days we'll listen to Raina.
It doesn't matter. I
Oh my
guess.
God,
Heck
she
no,
is
I
going
got
full
the sweet
as.
thing.
What?
She is going full as.
I
Me,
can't
me
wait.
and Dana are kindred spirits.
Hey, just don't get an animal companion because it'll die.
Don't fall into lava.
no
I'm
one will
not-
save you.
No
gotta
one will
be
save you,
faster Ranger
apparently.
prepared.
If you do anything cool, make sure at least one other person is there to witness it.
Hey, maybe you'll shit on a vampire's pillow.
Okay, so
I
What are
mean,
you guys gonna do?
wow, that was weird. What was that? We went somewhere else.
All right, let's go.
Where is the nearest sewer grate?
So Reyna, you are very familiar with the sewer
Mhm.
system, and you know that there is kind of like an outer gate, like drain, usually built into the wall. You're not sure if that part of the wall is intact, but you can lead everyone there to investigate. That'd probably be your safest way in your estimation.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So how are you guys doing this? Are you guys stealthing, or are you guys just moving normally?
I mean, I could
Mm,
try to stealth.
Yeah, I want to stealth, but I'm also going to activate my Eldritch Sight.
Sure, I'll.
When we walk into city limits, I want to cast Disguise Self on myself.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you trying to disguise yourself as destroyed building?
That was funny.
I could have.
I have a spell.
Brian,
Work on all of us. If we want to change our appearance in any way.
This is just for me. I'm just doing this for myself.
Okay.
Brian,
While most of the class may be gone, I don't know who, if anybody remains, who may still have a grudge.
right.
That's fair. Okay. But you think
I got a 7.
You think we should?
Oh, good. Now I won't feel bad.
Never mind. These kids are splashing in puddles now, so
As they are wont to do.
I guess we no won't be stealthing.
I'm gonna
Well,
try
you don't
still anyway.
know that.
I am trying. I got a 4.
I'm being really quiet. Clone, clone, clone.
I rolled a 22 for myself, Brian.
Okay.
It is not easy to remain stealth in this armor.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Brian, were
Yeah.
we far enough away from the city when we started our day that I could have attuned to the sword while walking?
I would say you guys could have taken a break before leaving to do that.
Okay.
Because you guys still had to, like, pack your shit and whatnot. Anything that you
Oh,
had to
yeah,
pack,
true.
so. Okay. So,
And you know the kids usually just sit around and play while the adults do all the work, you know. So.
Play with their fucking new sweet sword.
Exactly. Play with their toys.
I'm not making the obvious jokes. Anyway, so,
Polishing his helmet, playing with his sword.
Right.
God damn it.
so
He's at that age.
Okay.
well, you know, he's got great parental role models, so. Anyway, you guys make your way to the outer grate, and you do see that it actually, strangely enough, has a chain around it and a lock. And as you approach, Reyna, you do see somebody familiar
Oh, fuck.
in the shadows. Who goes there? And you see it's Ayar Nofet, your old, long-time clasp contact who had betrayed
Oh.
you.
Oh,
You also notice that he has a symbol of the resistance around his neck.
Oh, shit.
Who goes there?
We are looking for the resistance.
What for?
Kalisha, show him the
My name's Kalasha.
Oh, you must be from one of the other cells. Here, let me unlock this grate. Get in here before they see you. And he unchains it and lets you guys in.
Who's they?
Any of the dragon claws, the rest of the dragon cultists,
Oh yeah, dragon cultists.
they mill about.
Um,
We're
what
here
about-
looking for a mage.
Yeah.
Oh, the mage, yes. Really, you? This is wonderful. This is fantastic news. You wouldn't by any chance be friends of Williams, would you?
No.
Kind of. We came across
Had a
William on our travels.
weird
But really,
thing happened.
we would like to speak to the mage immediately about it.
Yes. Fairweather would love to see you. Please follow me. And he begins leading you through the sewers. And it's a twisty, windy way, and he seems to kind of double back a couple of different times. Reyna, you recognize this as just typical class movement, making sure that you guys aren't being followed or anything like that. Before he brings you to a large chamber in which sits an older mage, and he wears green and gold robes. He has a large gnarled staff. It just seems to be super old. A long white beard streaked with dirt. He looks like he's seen better days. You also notice he only has one arm. And that's the arm that's holding the staff. And as you guys approach, he says, "Ayar, who might these folks be?" And Ayar introduces you. These are members of the Resistance, another cell. I didn't take time to find out from where. They said they were here to see you, and that's very good. We could use capable fighters right now. And Feyweather says, "Step forward so that I might look upon you."
Kalasha will step forward.
So will Conrad.
And Siegfried.
And Mitz.
I'm gonna kind of hang back a little bit.
As will I.
We are the essence of chaos.
Yeah.
I've not heard of you before. Which cell do you hail from?
Technically,
We were last at wherever the fuck we were at.
that was
Hang on.
It was Stilben, right?
It was right outside Stilben.
Stillman, yeah. Stillman.
Right outside Stilben.
Oh, and how is Mikhail? I haven't seen him in ages, it seems.
We don't actually know. I tried to contact him to get exact directions on how to get here, and he did not respond.
Oh, that is troublesome indeed. He's one of our best. I sure hope he's okay. Oh, how rude of me. I have not introduced myself yet. I am Feyweather Soderbaum. I am one of the last great mages of the Alabaster Lyceum.
Feyweather.
Do I recognize that name, Brian?
You don't, actually. The mages who were usually up at like the top of the Alabaster Lyceum, they weren't really well known by name. It was known that there were powerful mages up there and that they studied deep into the arcane arts, but they weren't by any means people who got out into the world and that people ever really saw. You'd have to really be an upper tier member or a person in the Alabaster Lyceum to have known their names.
Okay.
So, you come on the eve of some great knowledge.
Oh? What knowledge is this?
great knowledge.
Well, we found that there might be a way to reverse everything this Chaos Dragon has done.
Really?
What do you mean everything?
She possesses an item that was said to be of legend. It was a myth called the Chronos Stone.
Okay.
And when properly attuned to the right magic, it is said that this stone would allow you to travel through time and space itself.
Interesting. Ah,
Bless you.
Thank you.
that could change
How
everything.
do we get it?
Well, that is the trouble. It is part of the Chaos Dragon herself. It's embedded in her chest.
Hmm.
One has to get close enough to use this. And he pulls a large blue stone from his pocket. You have to damage the outer walls of flesh enough to expose the stone within and press this stone to it. If you can manage to do that, I have it tuned to the week before everything changed. That's as far back as I was able to make it go. I don't quite understand the magic fully.
You can't make it go back farther?
I cannot.
Right.
But if somebody strong enough to face against her could survive and could go back in time knowing everything that you know now, this future might not come to pass.
Right.
we could actually save Exandria. But everyone that I have sent in search of this knowledge and to attempt this task has perished.
We ran into the body of one of these people,
Yeah.
William.
Oh,
He had this note on him, and I'll hand him the note.
and he unfurls it and reads it. Thank you for bringing this back. I will make sure that his wife gets it.
I'm glad to hear that she's still alive, and I will hand him the locket. This belongs to her.
And he kind of clasps your hand in his as he accepts the locket. You have done a great kindness. It may not bring William back, but at least she has something to remember him by. I told that boy not to go. He was foolhardy, he was brash. He wanted to do something, he wanted to serve the realm.
Sounds familiar. So we're not just here as part of the resistance. We're working on a quest of sorts to find some items. And along the way, some memories have been lost. Time has jumped. And we need some elder guidance.
I believe we could make an accord. I can probably help you with some of your needs.
And to teleport in a valley.
Teleport in a valley.
Mitz, I was getting there.
Oh.
Let's start with these memories. That seems simple enough. What memories were lost?
So, to give you the full story, we are searching for what is commonly referred to as the vestiges.
Yes, I've heard of these vestiges.
We are in possession currently of 3 of them.
Really?
We had a 4th. It's missing. But while we were searching,
It's definitely gonna pull out the mace. He's a good mace.
Can I insight this mage?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself because this is important.
Okay.
$19.
Excuse me. He seems honest and earnest in what he says.
Okay.
I have a technical question.
Yes.
How long did it take us to get down here?
About a half an hour worth of travel.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
we were searching for somebody who could repair one of the vestiges which was damaged. This led us to the Feywild. As I'm sure you're aware, when you travel to the Feywild and return, there is a potential for a time jump. From our estimation, about 4 years had passed when we returned, and the goblin and the catfolk here were unable to recall what occurred the time that we were in the Feywild. And it would be a great benefit to us all if we all had the same memories.
I understand. That is understandable. I'll tell you what. As a sign of good faith, I shall return these young men's memories to them. And perhaps at that point we can all trust each other enough to conduct some business. Does that seem fair to you?
I'm in agreement with this. What say you all?
Yeah.
Very fair.
Let's do it.
Very well.
Step forward, young men.
Myth takes his helmet off and like puts it in his arm and walks forward.
The old man, he uses his staff to pull himself up and leans it against the chair that he was sitting in and kind of slowly walks towards you. And he goes to Mitz first and places his hand gently upon your head. And as he does, he closes his eyes, and you hear him muttering and chanting under his breath, and you feel his hand tracing some kind of sigil on your forehead. And as he does, these memories flood back to you, memories that you didn't even know you had. Memories of the most beautiful butterflies you've ever seen in your entire life. Memories of...
Oh, no.
Memories of the most beautiful fae lady that you have ever seen in your life. This brilliant performance that was done. This Garmili who draws horrible pictures of everybody. All these memories, all these memories flood back to you, and then you remember your little friend.
Flutters.
Yes. So you remember Flutters. You remember him perching on your nose, and you remember exactly how amazing it made you feel.
Mitz immediately just starts crying. Let's go back.
Are you okay, my child?
Flutters.
I don't understand.
He looks up and he's just got mucus. And... Flutters.
Okay. And he moves over. He moves over to Garen, and as he begins tracing his finger on Garen's forehead and chanting,
Oh yeah, I forgot I went first. Garen's like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Garen, you begin to remember things too. You definitely remember Flutters. You remember this uncomfortable feeling, but you also remember your first kiss with Kalashaw. You remember feeling like you could let loose a little bit for the first time. Really, just let loose and enjoy the world around you. You remember a fleeting feeling, something that you had only felt once before in your life. A true sense of contentment and happiness. A feeling of peace. And it all comes flooding back to you, just in an instant. And you remember everything.
Oh my god. Okay.
Flutters.
Oh god. Oh wow, why did we ever leave there?
I'm never going back.
We must go back.
Right?
Don't you see? Flutter.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Kalashaw and I'm going to give him a huge kiss.
Oh.
So what is it you need from us then?
Feyweather kind of hobbles back to his chair and slowly lowers himself back down. Well, as I said before, everyone that I've sent to achieve this task of attaining the Chrono Stone has perished. I need strong, capable warriors for this next task. You see, this stone, the one I showed you before, well, I've rigged it to do something a little special. For one, it will take up to 10 people with it. Whoever places the stone against the Chrono Stone will choose who can go. 2, it is rigged to detonate upon its use. When it detonates, its frequency shall resonate with the chronostone frequency and render it unusable. While this is a great detriment to the magical community and could potentially close the door on a style of magic that we will never be able to comprehend without it, it is for the best to make sure that when you guys succeed, nothing can follow. It's the best hope for Tal'Dorei and all of Exandria. But I could only infuse one stone with this magic, so if it fails, that is the last hope for Tal'Dorei.
No, there is another.
There is literally not another. I don't understand.
So, when we do this, we're only going to get 1 week before it all went down?
1 week, and also, as a warning, you must be fairly close to the stone for it to work. It can only take others with you that are within 100 feet. So make sure to be in range if you all plan on traveling. There is also a time limit to this magic. Once I infuse it, you have 3 days.
Oh my god.
The travel to Whitestone, where Angelique is treacherous, and it is long, but I can get you close. The magic won't stay forever. It's a completely untapped new source. Something that's never been experimented with, but I'm confident, very confident it will work. I would stake the world on it. In
Where do
fact,
you
I am.
feel it, though?
But
Is that 3 days from now, or can we take some time to prepare? We would like to have all of the vestiges before we go.
You can have some time, but time is running short. She's doing something in Whitestone, and I don't know what it is. No one does. No one can get close enough.
We need help finding Whisper and another vestige that I believe is in Wildmount, correct? As I look back to the rest of the group.
Look, you guys.
Technically, as a point of order, the vestige that was in Wildmount was the one that was brought to Kaimal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so you guys have that one.
Proof fate.
You guys. I don't know if we have enough time to prepare the way that we want to prepare. Because we've already spent so much time after she's taken over doing all this stuff, and you know, I know like we're scared and ill prepared for most everything we do, but this is kind of our
Sylvia,
step up to the plate moment.
we'll step up to the plate, there's no doubt about that. But we know
Why would
theoretically
you step on plates? I do not understand.
where Whisper
Magical ones.
pressure plate joke. You step on the
Yeah.
pressure plate to prove that you're strong.
Mm,
We know a general area where Whisper was, or was shown to us. I think we should at least try and get it before we go. But honestly, I would much rather have all of the vestiges. We need to be as strong as we possibly can. She is very powerful. She has tormented us for years.
Sir Mage,
Yes, young one.
I have a suggestion. Can you write a teleport scroll?
No, I could do something better, though. In all my time transmuting stones into spells to try to make this particular stone work, I did learn how to infuse a teleportation spell into a stone. It helped some of our members get around. Takes a lot out of me. I can't do it too many times, but I can.
Do you have stones of speaking?
Speaking.
Like if all 6 of us were holding one of these stones, we could talk to each other without actually saying anything?
No, I don't have anything like that, unfortunately.
Oh, sorry, I have a crazy imagination.
Yes, you do, young one. I suspect that's probably why you're still alive.
You would not be wrong.
Okay. Let me put it this way. I haven't been telling you guys things. And
I am
don't
shocked.
have a
No
lot of
shit.
time.
Wait.
Hmm?
Okay, hold on, everyone. Sylvia, what do you need to tell us?
Well, it doesn't like super involve everybody, but like there may be like 2 gods that are mad at me.
Okay.
Again, I'm shocked.
So,
Why?
so I still owe the Moonweaver a favor.
Mm-hmm.
And the Skilled Tyrant is not nice.
Again,
And
I'm shocked.
you know what, Kalasha? I really don't appreciate the attitude.
Come on. Everyone, please. Sylvia, talk to me. Tell me.
So basically, I don't know what's going to happen to my soul soon.
I know.
Why?
Because the Skilled Tyrant might just devour it.
It's entirely possible.
So I want to be me for as long as I can,
Yeah.
so that when we fight Angelique, that I can at least do what I need to do for worst case scenario. Because I'm going to repay the Moonweaver for everything she's done, and that is going to upset the Skilled Tyrant.
Okay.
So there's a good chance that I'm not coming out of this, which, yeah. And I don't know when the Moonweaver is going to ask this favor of me, but I have a feeling that the favor is going to have to do with saving Tal'Dorei, so.
Yeah. Okay. We
Can we at least get Kalasha some better armor? Or any?
I'm wearing
Oh.
some armor. It's not great. It's not magical. It's not what I had.
Okay. All right. Raina, my dear.
You really have to say my name out loud.
That's where I know you all from. I've been trying to place it, the Hobgoblin and the Blue Girl. I know I'd seen you before, but it's been many years.
Crap.
Sylvia turns to him, and I'm gonna have her do the thing when her eyes roll back and the dragon irises show, and be like, "Do we have a fucking problem?"
No, not at all. In fact,
What?
I'll drop my disguise self.
it is you. You survived.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Raina, I am truly and deeply sorry for everything that I put you through. In the grand scheme of things, it clearly... none of that shit mattered, did it?
Clearly.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh.
I don't expect you to ever forgive me or be okay with any of it. What I will say is that I am sorry, and I mean you no harm. Going forward, your life is your own.
I should take your life for all the shit you put my friends and I through, but we've moved on from that.
Allow me to give you something. If you should succeed, it'll help you with my past self. Perhaps right some of these wrongs that I've done on you. And he pulls out a symbol of the clasp. This particular symbol, however, is not like any that you've ever really seen. This is one of the this mark is like one of the highest of the order of the clasp, denoting essentially being above a spiraling, just being like at the top. And on the back is a coded inscription, and you can read it. It's in Thieves' Cant, and it says "Pardon" on the back. Present this token to any member of the clasp, and your debt is cleared, your name is cleared, and you are free. And I know it doesn't make up for everything, and there's no way to make up for that, but at the least, I can guarantee your safety should you succeed and make it back to before the world was shit.
I do have a question.
Yes, of course.
Do you have what you took out of the box from my home?
I do.
I just want the necklace back, and that's it.
And he reaches into his satchel on his side,
Oh shit, he's got it on his person?
and he hands it back to you.
I take both the symbol and the necklace.
You can strike me down if it makes you feel better. I deserve no less. But I would beg you not to, as we're kind of low on people to fight at the moment.
If you act against myself or any member of this group, then I will strike you down, and then ask him to bring you back so that I can do it again.
That's very fair. Very fair indeed.
But we have other matters at hand.
I agree. And he backs up a good 15 feet to give you your space.
Well,
Okay.
we can now come to Amon whenever. At least,
How many more vestiges do we need besides Whisper?
There is the one in Singorn, but that would require getting to Singorn.
You can't simply teleport to Singorn.
If Singorn is in the Feywild, it is not that easy.
I don't think we're getting all the vestiges.
I don't think we have time.
I don't even remember what was in Singorn.
You've never been. You wouldn't know.
No, what the vestige was.
It's a wand.
We're strong. And we have unity, and that we have that in our favor.
I got a cool
But-
sword. It might not be a vestige, but it's pretty freaking sweet.
But we don't have enough to defeat her. We just don't.
You don't have to defeat her. That's what I'm trying to tell you, boy.
We just have to get the stone.
Cut open her chest and
No.
shove this blue rock in it.
And I can teleport. So I can do it. I can get that close.
You'll never beat her now. Your only chance is to go back and defeat her before she becomes this powerful. It's the whole point of it all. Stop her before she ascends.
When did she ascend? We've been gone for 4 years and have only been back a week.
Feywild, right. She ascended 3 years ago. She destroyed everything 2 years ago. So you'll be going
So we have
approximately
time.
3 weeks back, or 3 years back.
Oh, no, we don't. Okay.
Once she ascends, she becomes essentially a god.
So when we get back, we have, what, a week?
Give or take a day. It's not an exact science.
Yeah.
Do we know where that happened?
We do know where that happened. It happened in Vasselheim.
Quick question, Mr. Mage. You know Angelique is working on something right now that's totally like treacherous and evil and blah 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 blah. How long do you think until it's complete?
Who can say? A day? A week? A month? All we know is that she went off the radar.
How long ago?
Oh, about a month ago, I'd say. We learned about the stone, and as soon as she found out we knew, she disappeared. But not to hide. She just retreated to Whitestone.
Okay.
Whitestone traditionally has a history of having strange occurrences.
Yeah.
One might suspect she's dabbling in some kind of necromantic magics or something else of the sort.
Okay.
Well, let's
So
just
to get back to before this thing where I said Raina's name, let me get back to that. Raina, what do you think our next course of action should be?
We don't have very many. I believe going after Whisper is a chance we should take. Because we know where it is. And if it's not there, we come back and we just do what we have to. I don't think there's any way for us to get to Singorn, or if the bond is even still there. I think that's a far off shot we shouldn't take. But Whisper, we know where it is.
Okay.
And in any way we can help Kalashal get some form of magic items back would be helpful. So that he doesn't keel over within the first minute of us being there.
Okay. Siegfried.
Yes.
What about you? What do you think?
Up until Sylvia's speech, I wanted to go get Whisper. I believe that the better equipped we are, the stronger we are together. After her moving words, I am not so sure. But I still believe we should gather at least the dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Especially, I guess, like, taking a moment, thinking about it. If we don't do it now, it's probably gone forever.
Yeah.
The wand we can probably get back in time. Everything else we can probably get back in time to properly defeat Angelique.
Maybe.
I have a thought.
Okay.
While we go get Whisper, perhaps the mage can help us reach out to Singorn. Mage of his power might be able to send a message. And maybe, just maybe, somebody from Singorn would be willing to bring the vestige to us.
That's not a terrible idea.
That's a fantastic idea.
I will say
Huh.
that unless we have any form of standing, which unless we can physically show them that we have any form of standing, they will do no such thing.
Tell them our plan.
Mhm.
That
We're
we are
gonna
planning
believe
to
that.
do something.
Yeah, that doesn't work with elves.
It's just a shot in the dark. Worst they can do is say no.
It's foolish
Tell
not
her
to
to
try.
ask the lady of the butterfly.
Mr. Feyweather?
Feyweather Sotterbaum.
Sotterbaum. Yes. Feyweather. That's such an interesting name. Do you have any standing with the elves?
I should say not. They were not huge fans of my work.
Yeah.
They deemed it a little too arcane, a little bit too cutting edge, a little bit too dangerous. Joke's on them. I'm now the only one with enough magic possessed that could even stand a chance, but, fuck me, right? What the fuck do I know? No offense, of course, to any Singornians in this room.
No offense taken.
What about the Lady of the Butterfly Court? Do you know her?
We could just ask her, but I don't know if sending crosses planes.
I don't think it does.
Dear child, it does not.
Perhaps we could send a messenger.
Send a messenger?
Yeah, send a messenger. We got to the Feywild once. We get a brave member of the Resistance to take a message to the Feywild.
I'm pretty sure that requires level to an access of spell we don't have access to. Because then why wouldn't we just go ourselves?
Unfortunately...
Because we don't have time. We've been over this. I'm just trying to think outside of the box. Use our allies to assist us.
I wish I could help you in that. I know teleportation magic, that much I do know. And I'm starting to understand magic of time and space, but plane shifting is a whole different ball game.
Yeah, and I mean, what happens if it takes them 4 years to get back like it did us?
Again, yes. There's a possibility.
We could
There's
be
that to
waiting
consider,
forever.
Trying something that might not work is better than not trying.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree there.
We
Stop
try to
looking
send a
for the
message.
negatives.
It doesn't hurt to try.
Go, Red.
Yeah.
Did your teacher live inside or outside of Sangorn?
My teacher, we study, his tower was outside the Emerald Outpost.
So not within Sangorn itself.
No.
Have we tried contacting him? Is he still alive? Was he when you left?
I mean, he was when I left, but that was so...
Because if he is not within Singorn's walls, then he did not go with Singorn to the Feywild. That is at least a possibility.
You're right. You're very right. How far are we? We're not that far, are we?
Pretty far. Where the hell am I?
Oh, well.
I'm going to reiterate this. We only have time to go after one thing.
I know.
But I'm just saying, if we could at least get a message to his teacher might be able to tell us something.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's write these messages, send them on their way. And we should try to get to Whisper as soon as possible.
Right. Okay. So. All right. Send a message to my master, and we head to the mountains to find Whisper, and then Angelique.
Agreed.
Okay.
Hopefully, when we return from retrieving Whisper, we come back to the last vestige waiting for us.
You know, stranger things have happened.
Yes.
In the meantime, Sylvia's quite right, and I do require magical armor if you have something around that can be spared.
Unfortunately, most items like that were destroyed with the fall of Amon. I'm surprised there was even vestiges left that were attainable, to be honest. I thought perhaps that Angelique would have destroyed them, but of course, a vain dragon she is. And
Yeah.
Dragons
vanity.
destroying treasure.
We had a few beforehand, so.
A smart dragon would have destroyed this particular treasure, but I guess vanity won over intelligence this day.
One thing you can always count on with dragons is greed.
All right,
She
Mr.
did-
Mage.
She didn't destroy them because it was vanity. She didn't destroy them because she knew that eventually we'd come looking for them again. And it provides one more opportunity to torment us.
True.
You all have seen some shit.
More than you will ever know. Would you care to draw from the deck of many things?
I will draw one card.
Oh my god.
He already said it.
Oh my god, he said it.
He said it.
Brian, don't ruin this
Go.
He's-
fucking campaign.
He's well, laugh my ass off if he fucking disappears.
I'm gonna feel so bad if he draws that card.
Everything. That would
Do it, Brian. Just do it.
I said
Do
it as
it.
a
What have
joke.
you
Oh,
done?
I'm embracing the fucking chaos.
Do it, Brian.
No.
Embrace
The
the
only time I will
ridiculous.
cheer it on. This is the only time.
I hope he draws the card, like, gives him, like, 2 levels, and, like, now he can, like, do planar travel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did he get voided?
Nope. So he gains proficiency in the persuasion skill, and he doubles his proficiency bonus on checks made with that skill. In addition, he gains the rightful ownership of a small keep somewhere in the world. However, the keep is currently in the hands of monsters, which he must clear before he can claim it as his own.
Is it Whitestone? I hope it's
Alright.
Whitestone.
The cards
Alright.
were
Wow.
fucking good today. The cards were
Alright.
really good.
They could have been a lot worse, that's for sure.
I was gonna laugh my ass off if his soul got teleported before he cast the spell into that stone for you.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
That's game over right there, guys.
As he looks at you, he's holding a card, and there's a castle on it, a runic castle. I feel like somewhere in the world there's a new home for me. Huh.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Strange.
Pooh, you didn't
The
have to fight an
mountains.
avatar of death. That's usually what happens.
Oh, that
get every other
bastard's been
card.
after me for years.
Okay, you need to hold out like a few more days.
Anyway, you said you had a stone of teleportation that could
Oh.
get us close to where we need to be.
I can do you one better. I can put you close to where you need to be and give you the stone to get back.
Ah, there you
That would be amazing.
That was my plan, at least.
Wonderful.
Alrighty, well, I am ready when you guys are.
And you're sure there's no magical stuff laying around that you don't need?
If there was magical stuff lying around, it would be equipping our men.
Can I activate my Eldritch Sight and insight this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, not even the staff he wields is magic. The only thing that's magic is the stone in his hand.
Interesting. Okay, he's telling the truth.
yeah.
Well, guys, shall we go retrieve Whisper?
Yes.
Probably the fastest way for me to get a message to.
Well, technically, the fastest way to do it would be to have Siegfried to do it. But I think he at least needs to know what your master looks like.
He needs to be familiar with him. I don't think that's gonna work.
Polymorph yourself into him.
That could be possible. Or even what I did earlier.
Huh. I
We're
So you
going
might
outside
wanna-
the box, folks.
Just you might want to remind him of his name too, so he knows his name.
Or we could ask the mage to send all these messages while we're away.
Hold on, I
I think that would.
gotta remember the guy's name.
Have we even asked him if he knows who he is?
I think it's Tolinar. That's it. The High Wizard Tolinar. Yeah.
Because that way, at least we know immediately whether or not he'll be able to help us. Because he'll either respond or he won't.
Right. Right.
Which may not mean that he's dead. It just may mean that he's not of this plane, and he may have been in Singorn when they moved. So who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
But that is the quickest way to get a message out.
Feyweather, are you familiar with Tolinar?
Oh, I've not heard that name in many years, but yes, he studied under me for a time.
I need to get a message to him. He might be able to help us with the wand.
Okay.
Do you know the sending spell?
Oh yes, of course, any mage worth their salt knows the sending spell.
Yeah, Ren.
I'm a war wizard.
Just
Oh, that's a
side-eyeing,
completely
like,
different thing. That's a completely different thing, my boy.
It was a joke. He knows I love him.
That's a very rude joke.
It's okay. It's okay. He's allowed.
Fair enough.
Can you cast and message him, asking him if he might, if he would have access to the vestige, the wand, and if he could help us get it to us, to help with Angelique.
But phrased in a way that he knows that it's from Garen asking.
Right. I'm a student.
Oh,
Something
that's-
only the two of you would know, maybe?
You're
to
probably
make it fun.
his first and only hobgoblin student, so start with that.
Well, you use the name Avlanar, and he'll know that it's me.
Okay. Here goes nothing. Feyweather here. Avlanar asking about wand in Singorn. Vestige. Can you help retrieve and send to sewers of Iman? Please. A moment
The please is
passes.
important.
Well, one of two things happened. Oh, either he's dead or he did the smart thing and saddled up with Singorn when they left.
Yeah.
I don't know which. I'd like to think that he did the smart thing. He did have a really good rapport with the elves in Singorn. He really did.
Yeah, though, he
It was-
had an independent spirit, so you don't know for sure. Yeah.
That's very fair. He was quite the adventurous one. He was one of my best pupils.
It was at least worth the try, Garen.
Yeah.
And who's to say maybe we'll have more information when we get back, but maybe we should leave for Whisper as soon as we can.
Yes, of course. Yeah, let's go.
Are you all ready then?
I'm ready.
Yes.
For what?
Where am I sending you?
And I will try to describe as best I can the area. Oh. Yeah. inside the Cliff Keep Mountains.
Okay, go ahead. Roll an intelligence check for me. And that'll determine.
Okay.
That'll
Guidance.
determine how well he knows the place he's trying to teleport you.
I will give him a bardic inspiration.
Okay, how many fucking die am I rolling?
You get a
A D-
D6 for me.
And a D4 from me. Robert just had to one-up me.
Okay, well, it's an 18 without either of those, so
Okay.
so 27.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got a 6 from Robert
Yeah.
and a 3 from Sylvia.
Damn, pretty good.
Okay.
Work that brain, Siegfried.
So, with great detail, you describe exactly where you need Feyweather to send you. And as he begins moving his hands and chanting, you could feel that fluttering feeling in your stomach. And you guys are teleported. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oof.
Dun dun dun.
Oh.
And I'll make my roll at the beginning of next session to find out how close you guys end up.
Oh man.
Nat 20, we're on the other side of the world.
Nat 20, you're under the ocean, there's a kraken.
Oh, fuck.
Nat 20, we're at
Albie!
Signorn.
Yeah.
You come back, the Chained Oblivion has destroyed Exandria. There's literally nothing left.
Iris, dude.
If we go back to the Feywild, we're never coming back.
Like, fuck it. Can we live here, please?
That's fine. I can destroy the Feywild just as easily as I can destroy Exandria.
The
Why-
Feywild will destroy itself.
That's true. That's actually super fucking true.
Come on, man.
I can't let you have nice things. I don't want you to get used to this.
Why
good
does
feeling.
everything have to be destroyed?
I don't know.
Yo, can I just point out we all were incredibly lucky today drawing from the deck.
Dude, that was uncanny. I've never seen that many good pulls.
He got the death card.
That was only one bad pull out of 4
And
total
that's-
pulls.
Like, after the first time we went through it, it's really not technically a bad pull.
Yeah.
But I know, but it's still like
He could just uncanny dodge all the damage until he just...
it was the only pull he had. It was
He's had just 5 bad pulls from the deck.
I know.
But I will say, we pulled 4 cards today, and they were all good. And the first time we pulled cards, it was 4 pulls, and they were all bad.
No, mine was great. I'm rich.
And now
Talking
you guys
about his
get
first one.
now you guys get more pulls next week when you go back to the Temple of Fates.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Stupid
my.
fucking rocks.
I'm definitely drawing a
God.
card inside the Temple of Fate.
Wait,
Oh.
please.
That's like dividing by 0. You're
my
guaranteeing the place
God.
collapses in on itself.
Raina's just like, I'm gonna stay outside.
Yeah.
Raina fucking
Oh my
hates that
God,
place.
let's pull all the cards in the Temple of Fate.
Garen just loses his goddamn mind inside the temple.
He just 52 pickups the freaking deck of men.
I pull all of them. The deck's like, I don't know what to do with this information.
Oh.
I can't believe we have to go back to the fucking
I
temple.
Turns into an
know.
orb of annihilation.
I mean, when you think about it, it kind of makes sense that that's where it would go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it hurts me on the inside.
Well, you know, maybe you have a different person will die this time.
Good.
I actually like to imagine it ended up in some random person's hand. He's like, "Oh, it's a freaking sweet dagger."
Right?
You're like,
then
oh, I'm going to
when-
sell this and get corn.
Right. I was
Maybe this
imagining
is-
like Siegfried getting it back through that divine intervention with the peasant still attached to it. And he,
All right, well, let's do a quick, just like a 10-minute Q&A for the end of this one because we ran a little bit long. So if you have questions, now's the time to ask. This was a pretty big reveal episode. I've been waiting for this for literally months. One of the few things I've actually had planned as part of the arc, so very excited.
all right, did you plan out the Eagles or?
Yeah,
Oh,
I wanted to have something that wasn't like a combat encounter, but still had danger to it. Gabe asks, when allowing a player to use homebrew material in a game, how do I make sure it's balanced and not broken? I don't.
Same.
It's kind of just a thing where, like, as the game goes, if something seems broken, we'll have a conversation about it and see a fair way to make it better. But so far, there's not really been anything that's so broken that I feel like it's a detriment to the game. And I know my players well enough to know that if somebody did think something was broken, they would talk to me about it. We would hash it out like fucking adults who play a fun game together. So, you know, we have a lot of respect for each other, and this group communicates really, really well. And it's one of the reasons why I'm so proud to be part of this group. Gabe,
Aw.
We do like to talk.
Gabe asks, how happy did Dana feel finally getting to create a tree, even though it almost crushed Sylvia?
That was good shit.
Gabe asks, was I surprised that Derek's divine intervention worked on the second try? I was, until we hit break, and I was like, what are the fucking odds? It was literally a 10% chance, and then I rolled my percentile dice, and it was a 4, and I was like, well, today's just that fucking day.
we were in the break, and he goes, God damn you, Derek.
Derek does like to roll low, though, so it makes sense to me.
I do. I do.
That's fucking canon as shit.
Yep.
Gabe asks, would Arcane the Cruel with Hand of Vecna show up to help Sylvia, because he also serves the Scaled Tyrant?
Ooh.
No, if anything, he would consider Sylvia a threat to him and his position, and would just murder her outright.
Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Also, would he even be alive at this point? Maybe.
Probably. Gabe asked, did Reyna think fixing Fenthras was worth the time skip event?
He's up in the air about that.
I mean, all said, you guys actually have a real chance to save the world.
I hope.
We have a real chance to go back in time, Brian. That's what we have.
Yeah.
That's a better chance to save the world than you had right now.
I am interested to see what happens if we do accomplish this and then go back in time.
I can't wait to fuck it up a second time.
No, it's gonna be like, well,
You guys are like, okay, let's go back to the Feywild and fix something
yeah,
different.
right. To the Feywilds again.
Gabe asks, are you all looking forward to picking up a pebble of many things again?
Fuck no.
Nope.
I didn't do it the first time, so yep.
Nope.
I was
If I
the only
lose,
one that pulled a good one.
if I lose all my magical items, I'm actually fucked.
But
See?
the armor will be gone.
The
That's
armor
the
will
problem.
disappear. Oh.
I don't
That's
think
the
it just
problem.
poofs.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I
an
mean,
artifact.
Comes
It would
off or
just
it kills her.
You wouldn't be attuned to it anymore.
I can't explain why it's a problem. 'cause
it
you
goes
guys
all.
don't really
I
know.
dream of genie. Fucking boink.
There's layers to Sylvia's issues right now.
Oh my god, it's gonna take off all your flesh.
Her issues are like an onion.
Yeah, it's
Or a
pretty
Shrek.
bad.
Yeah, or a parfait, I was gonna say.
Parfait.
Gabe asked, does Mitz even know what race he is, or does he just call himself a cat person?
That's kind of what everyone else referred to him as. They're kind of racist that is monetary. They didn't really know.
You know, I want to believe that most hobgoblins are just racist assholes.
I mean, they definitely don't like anybody but themselves, generally.
Basically, they really don't.
They don't even tolerate, like, regular goblins all that much, except for,
No.
like, slave labor, so.
You know, bugbears, all of them. They just think they're all hot garbage. So
He is so cute.
Gabe asked, do you guys miss adventuring with Abigail?
Yeah, a little bit.
yes,
Yeah.
Yep.
Hardly even noticed her.
Don't even miss her. I missed that fucking egg though.
Shall I describe in detail again what was inside the egg?
No,
Well, you miss it so much, you know, I thought maybe you'd want to... No? Okay.
No, it's too sad.
I'll draw some art.
I've
Do
got
it.
the shirt coming on. It's gonna be gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet.
First So Many Games comic coming at you.
It's just Sylvia cross-legged in the air like, oh no! And an egg just falling through the sky.
A dinosaur baby splat all over the front of the shirt.
Gabe asks, I'll make this the last question because it's probably going to go long. But I like this question, it's a good one. What helped to inspire the creation of the players' characters in Tal'Dorei game? So we're just going to go around. We'll start with Dana.
1, I had never played a rogue before, and I really wanted to play a rogue. 2, I wanted a reason why my character would know so much because I'm a big Vox Machina nerd.
That's super fair. Super fair. Riley.
Okay, so I'd never played a warlock before, and I'd never played an air genasi before. So that's how that happened. And I thought it was super cool they didn't have to breathe. So I was like, that's a problem I don't have to have. And I will never drown in anything ever. And I kind of based her personality off of Henry from Fire Emblem.
You know what's really fucked up about that, though, when you think about it, is that time that you guys were all going to suffocate, you would have been the only one that didn't, but you also would have been surrounded by the corpses of your friends until you starved to death.
Yeah.
You probably would have eaten us.
I realized that when I was like, I don't even need to breathe. And then you were like, you're still getting buried
Not
a lot.
that you don't breathe. You can just hold your breath nearly indefinitely.
Unless you're unconscious. If you're unconscious, then all of a sudden you can actually suffocate.
Yep.
Is that?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Because you have to breathe to talk. Two, it actually says in the character description that they do breathe. You can just hold your breath essentially indefinitely until you go unconscious.
Yeah, it does say that in your thing, because I was reading your thing for something else.
While you're not incapacitated.
Yeah. Maddie.
I joined after watching the first game and knew what characters had been made, and that the group as a whole, not including Reyna, were basically dump stat intelligence. And so I was like, yay, I haven't been able to play a wizard in 5e yet. I've been dying to make a hobgoblin war wizard ever since I read the description of the war wizard. I was like, oh my god, a hobgoblin with this would be awesome, and I knew I was going to be playing in a group with a lot of folks that like to bring the silly sometimes, and so I actually really wanted to be a curmudgeon, like a serious curmudgeon, to just kind of balance everything else out.
A curmudgeon with a heart of gold.
That's one of those things that just kind of happens.
Sai.
So I created Mitts because Alexio died. And when I created Alexio, I was like, I never ever play a serious character. Let's make like a serious character. Let's see how this goes. And then I didn't really like it, so I wasn't too upset when he died, but I was going to ride that boat out as long as I could. And then Mitts, I was like, yes, I want something innocent, something fun, and something monkey. I got a caddy instead.
Alexio was serious? Question mark?
I mean,
Right? That's what I was thinking.
for Sai
That's
though.
Sai.
For me, yeah.
For Sai, that was like as serious gets.
All right, Derek.
He made decisions sometimes.
I mean, I don't know how to answer this because I didn't make this character for Tal'Dorei, for one.
You could always answer about Othello if you like.
Yeah, because Othello, I had not put in a lot of time as a rogue.
That didn't change.
No, didn't change. Nope.
Sorry.
My first character was a rogue. He didn't survive for too long. In fact, I'm pretty sure he was our first. Oh God, he died so many times.
Yeah.
Well, like he died. He was brought back, and then Strahd fucking got him. But I wanted to play an arcane trickster because I don't really do characters a whole lot that are like chatty at all, or like cunning at all. So I wanted to test myself with that. And I mean, but then I realized there were too many fucking rogues in the party, and I kind of asked Brian to, because I was like, man, this party needs a fucking cleric, and I'm specifically made Siegfried just to do the line, if he dies, he dies, in Russian.
Oh,
Because Rocky.
Right. Wow, good movie.
All right, Robert.
Yeah, so my inspiration came from Brian when he was like, "Hey, do you want to guest on my show?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Okay, here's your character generation rules. It's got to be a swashbuckler." And I was like, "All right, so I'm gonna make this bisexual boy that like shouldn't be in charge of anything, but has his own boat, and is ridiculous." And since then, Kalashaw's toned it down a lot from his initial entrance into the game, where Kalashaw was pretty much originally just like a 200% meme character, and now he's like 85-90% meme character. So that's the inspiration behind Kalashaw.
Yeah, I mean, it was because basically we needed a boat captain. I was like, oh, this is a good opportunity for a guest. Who do I want to guest? Obviously, Robert, because he's fucking amazing. And then he made Kalashaw, and everyone loves Kalashaw. And it was like, we needed somebody to fill out the crew. And just my first instinct was, Robert, please, 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 please. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'm like, yes.
Could we talk about that episode for a second? Because remember when Sylvia told Kalashaw's fortune?
Yeah.
And I said it was the hanged man. And then at the end of that episode, that guy ended up hanging.
Yep.
Off the end of the boat.
Yep.
Uncanny. Okay.
Also, Albie got smushed by Kraken.
Truly, he did.
Bonus action cry.
That.
Oh, I have a question for Kalashaw.
Yeah.
If somehow him and Albie and Garen all got reunited, what do you think would happen?
Awkward.
So
Polyamorous relationship.
I think Alexio would be cool with a poly relationship. And I think Kalashaw would be cool with it. Garen, I don't know about. Garen kind of seems old school. Albie probably wouldn't care that much. Albie was kind of a whore.
Wow.
I'm satisfied.
All right, well, with that, this has been Tal'Dorei World in Chaos. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just a reminder, we are sponsored by SoNerdwear.com. It's what the nerds wear. Make sure to use the discount code SoulBear and get 10% off your order of the coolest nerd gear on the internet. We're going to say our guten buys. We'll start on the opposite side this time. Let's start with Robert.
Yo, what up? I'm Robert. I'm from Dumpstack Charisma. That's where I play on Monday and Tuesday nights. You can find me on the internet at DSC_Smurf. Here on Wednesday nights and on Friday nights at Welcome Party RPG and D&D every day of the week.
And we love you and the rest of the Dumpstack crew very, very much.
They're okay.
And I can't wait to see you guys next month.
Next month.
Yeah, remember I'm flying to Seattle for work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Derek.
Hey, I'm Derek. You can find me everywhere on the internet, essentially at Delta J Ford. I play right here on Silver RPG every Wednesday, schedules permitting, of course, to play some D&D. I might be joining a Star Wars RPG soon.
Nice.
That Quinn is going to be, I don't know if he's heading it up or what. Outside of that, I stream on Twitch just about every day at Delta J Ford, so make sure you check me there. And sometimes I play with Brian and Carrie and Quinn and some 7 days. And I added some RAM to my PC and I lowered my frame rate. So now I can actually not have issues, I hope.
Alrighty. Sai.
Hello, I'm Sai. I'm here every Wednesday. You can also find me at Twitter at Sai911. Yeah.
Alright, Maddie.
Hey everyone, I'm Matty, So Many Games. Wednesdays, Fridays, I'm here. Every other Tuesday, I play a cat bard in Neverland on Femsplained. And Saturdays, I have So Chatty. Some great shows coming up. May the 4th, Star Wars Day special with some of the guys from Dumpstat Charisma.
My anniversary.
Yep. We're gonna talk Star Wars and stuff and about their Hunt the Ripper game. So I'm really excited about that.
Talk about that trailer, maybe the new video game that was announced.
That trailer gave me the largest boner I've
Still kind of meh on the name though.
Oh,
You don't even know what it means.
I know, that's just it. Don't know. So and then but on May 11th, doing a big charity fundraiser for our friend Alex, aka Stinkrat Streams. It's gonna be a full day of chatting. And I hope most or all of my friends here will be there. That's what Maddie does.
Alrighty. Riley.
Hi. I'm here every Wednesday playing Sylvia, and I do hair in San Diego, and that is my life. And I'm on Twitter at Riley Avery, and everything else is interconnected on the web from there.
All right, Dana.
Guys, you can find me mostly on Twitter at JanaLB. That's where I live. And then you can find me here on Wednesdays playing the RPGs and D&Ds with all these weird people that I love.
Alrighty. I have been your Dungeon Master, Brian Penaloza. You can find me on Twitter at Captain Sugarbear. That's at CPT Sugarbear. You can also find me DMing Comedy Estrade every other Monday, where I've given up. I just ride that fucking wave into the goddamn sunset. There's no...
Come on, you knew what you were getting into with Lamar.
I didn't. I literally didn't. I had never met Lamar, and I'm so glad to know him now because he's one of my fucking favorite people on planet Earth.
Quinn should have warned you.
He told me he was a comedian, and I'm like, yeah, I'm all about that fucking life. And then I was like, oh, this guy really is fucking funny. Anyway, aside from that, you can find me on Copperheart Podcast. That's at Copperheart Pod. Make sure to download it every Sunday and hear me try to be a voice actor for realsies. And then on the 26th, I go up to LA to record a show that I'm really fucking excited to record. And if it all goes well, then you'll actually get to hear it when it airs. So wish me luck on that, because I'm really fucking nervous and excited. Pretty sure that's it. If not, fuck it, you'll see it on Twitter. So with that, it's been real. Have a fantastic night, and thank you again for hanging out with us on Tal'Dorei World in Chaos.